Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
Good evening, one and all. Here we go again. The last game of the round robin, and we're here back with you tonight. This should be an interesting one. We'll get into the reasons why, but good to see you. Bradley, welcome back in. Shady Lane, hello. Let's get ready. I don't know. Can I say that without getting copyright? I don't want Michael Buffer showing up at my house. What's up, Shady Lane? Number one, how's it going? Jeff, what's up? Welcome. Make it to a game. Try and say hi to Bev before she says hi to me. I know she's fast, Jeff. Jeff, what's up? Beverly, how's it going? Ben, welcome in. Daniel Barry, good to see you. Welcome in. Jeffrey, hello there, everybody. This is going to be a fun game. Nothing on the line here tonight except for pride and to try and get this done. For Sweden, they're looking for their first win of this tournament. You see right there at the bottom of the standings, 2 overtime losses. They don't want to go back to playing in the NHL without winning a game. They don't want to say, hey, we only got points because we made it to overtime. So Sweden looking to play for pride. The United States looking to go for the clean sweep. They're looking to shut this one down and win it all out. 2 regulation wins. Will they get the third tonight? That's all that's on the line. We know that Canada is going to meet the United States on Thursday evening in the Four Nations final. We hope you'll join us for that one. That is going to be an absolute rocking evening, of course, as we saw them in the first game. Holy smokes. I expect much more of the same in the second one. It was an interesting afternoon as we saw Canada just barely get past the Finns. They were up with a commanding 4-0 lead. The Finns stormed back to score 3. Grunlund with 2 right in the closing moments, but Crosby with the open net goal is able to put it away and hang on. Arisi is what's going on. Welcome in. So this was a very, very interesting afternoon, but Canada got it done. Now we switch modes. We go and get set for the United States and Sweden, and here are the official keys of the game. What are we talking about? Who needs to win? Well, for Sweden in the first key of the game, it's handling the physicality of the United States. Now, there are a few folks out of the lineup, and we're going to get to that tonight. A few people resting along. Ursi's just watching Silo. Oh, nice. So are we. We were just watching it too. So good, that show. Handling the physicality. The U.S. is going to come. They're going to bang. They're going to crash. Sweden must be prepared for it. They must figure out how to handle that hard-hitting action of the United States. Edward, what's going on? Welcome in, TJ. Good to have you both. Number 2, playing in structure. The Swedes felt deviated from their structure. They left the game plan when they played Finland, and Finland was able to take that game on Saturday, which was a shock. If they want to win, they have to stick with their game plan and play through it. Being structured is a must. And last but not least, for the United States, they need to be focused. They have to be sharp. The U.S., they know they're in there. They know they're going to the finals, but they can't take their eye off the prize. They have to come out and play. They don't want to let Sweden run amok, especially at home in the United States. They want to win this one and win it bad. Daryl Siller, welcome in. Welcome back. That's right. We got some key matchups, and we're going to get into those. Now, some projected lineups for Team Sweden. Jesper Bratt with Mika Zibanejad and William Nylander. Dion, what's going on? Bratt, Zibanejad, and Nylander. Kempe with Joel Eriksson Ek and Lucas Raymond. We got Philip Forsberg with Elias Pettersson and Leo Carlson. And then Gustav Nyquist with Elias Lindholm and Ricard Raquel. Bon, what's going on? Welcome in. On the D side, Victor Hedman with Jonas Brodin. We got Gustav Forsling with Erik Karlsson and Rasmus Dahlin with Rasmus Andersson. It's the Rasmus pair. And getting the start tonight, it's going to be Linus Ullmark. Ullmark going to be in there. Hey, Nick, welcome back in. Ullmark is going to be starting tonight. Scratched is Ekholm, Arvidsson, and Erzin. For the United States, they're going with Jake Gunsel, Austin Matthews, and Jack Hughes. Darcy, what's going on? Welcome in. Can you see the Brothers of Doom fighting tonight? No, there will be no fighting tonight. I can almost assure you of that one. Chris Kreider is in the lineup tonight. Chris Kreider going to be with Jack Eichel and Brady Tkachuk. We heard rumblings that Brady might actually sit this one out, but Brady is in with Eichel and Kreider. Daryl, what's going on? Welcome. We got JT Miller with Dylan Larkin and Matt Boldy. Larkin, of course, had the game-winning goal against Canada a couple evenings back. And then on the fourth line, Brock Nelson with Vinny Trocheck and Kyle Connor. Down on the D side, we got Jacob Slavin and Brock Faber. We got Noah Hannafin with Adam Fox and Zach Werenski and Jake Sanderson. So Werenski down on this third line. And getting in start tonight, it's not going to be Connor Hellebuck. He's getting the rest. Jake Ottinger going to be playing in goal. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. So Ottinger getting the start tonight. Connor Hellebuck is a healthy scratch. Charlie McAvoy is a healthy scratch. Both of them are being rested. And Matthew Tkachuk is out tonight, stating a lower body injury. What's up, Lala's Place? Now, Matt Tkachuk, remember, he did not play the last 12 and a half minutes or so against Canada. He sat on the bench, but he did not take a shift. So something with the lower body, I think it's a hip, to be honest with you. I think it's a hip. He should be fine, they're saying, for the final game, but he will not be playing tonight. So three key contributors for this team out on the bench. That is the lineups, and that's who we expect to play. Now, in this tournament, Jake Gunsel has been a beast. 4 points, 3 of those goals. Zach Werenski, the top D-man, with 4 assists. For the Swedes, Lucas Raymond, he's got 3 points, all 3 assists, and Mika Zibanejad has a goal. Sweden has not been doing very, very good. Primus, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy smokes, this should be interesting. They're going to need their goalie for Thursday. That they will, Nick. They absolutely will. Swedish Rob, what's going on? Leo and Rasmus are in great. Congrats to Canada for making the final. Thank you, Swedish Rob. And Rob, I'm with you tonight. I want to see Sweden take this one. I want to see Sweden get the win and knock the U.S. out at home. Sorry, U.S. fans, but I got to go with my boy, Swedish Rob, on this one. Although, Rob, I think it's going to be tough. I think the U.S. takes this one. And I'll be honest, I don't even think it's going to be that close. The way the U.S. has been playing, their power play is at 40%. They are first in the tournament. Their penalty kill, they are tied with Canada, 100% on the penalty kill. Face-offs, they're first at 55%. Goals for, they're first at 4.5. And goals against, they're first at 1. The U.S. is in first in every team category. In terms of Sweden, they're fourth on the power play, fourth on the penalty kill, fourth in face-offs, however, third in goals for and goals against. Sweden is not performing the way a lot of people thought they would, including myself. To be honest, I thought the bottom 2 teams would be reversed. I thought Sweden would finish third, Finland would finish fourth, but they managed that overtime win against Sweden, and that is the difference. That was a huge, huge surprise. It's blow it back to Silo. There you go. Ulysses, how good is that show? It's amazing. RK, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody, as you are just joining us. Welcome to the show. If you're watching on the T to the Itch, welcome in as well. I don't know why I said it like that, Sam. That's ridiculous. But hit those thumbs up, hit those likes for us. If you're not already subbed up to the channel or following along over there, hit that subscribe, hit that follow. Victoria, what's going on? Welcome in. Now, we are in Boston. We are playing at TD Garden yet again. And the U.S. crowd is going to be lively tonight. They are going to be pumped. They are going to be loud. And I hope the U.S. puts on a good show for them. Our officials tonight, Wes McCauley is calling the play. He's going to be calling the penalties. Gord Dwyer is going to be with him, co-officiating. On the lines, people, the linesman, Ryan Daisy is going to be in there with Johnny Murray. So those are the two going to be blowing the whistle tonight. The Sweden coach, Sam Halem, and the U.S. coach, Mike Sullivan, are going to be making sure everything is going to plan. It's going to be very, very interesting. And actually, I'm just seeing some notes coming in. Is this true? Last minute, we got a bunch of changes. Mika Zibanejad is now out. Ricard Raquel is now out. And Linus Allmark is now out. So we got a goaltending change. Erson is coming in. John, what's going on? Carson, what's up? So big changes, as well as changes for the United States. Austin Matthews now also out as well. Unbelievable. Captain America. The Captain America. Austin Matthews is out for tonight's game. Interesting. Some last minute changes just coming across the wire. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. So Zibanejad, Raquel, and Allmark now all scratched. Hellebuck, Kachuk, Matthews, and McAvoy all out. So it looks like the U.S. is going with Gunsel, Miller, and Hughes, Kreider, Eichel, and Brady Kachuk, Nelson, Larkin, Boldy, Kyle Connor, and Vinny Trocheck, and they're going to go with an extra D person. So Austin Matthews is going to get some rest as well. Now, as a Leaf fan, I have no problem with that, but I'm shocked. The projected lines for Sweden now with the changes, Bratt, Carlson, and Nylander, Kempe, Eriksson, Raymond, Forsberg, Lindholm, and Pettersson, Nyquist, Arvidsson, and they have Ekholm slated to come back in and coming in a forward role. So we'll see how this is going to go. Yeah, Daryl, somebody mentioned to me the other day after that game, they said Austin Matthews just did not seem himself. We know that Matthews has had his ups and downs all season long, but it looks like the U.S. is taking precautions and resting him along with the others, preparing for Thursday night's war, because I think that's really what it's going to be. I'm glad you support my country. Absolutely, Rob. Absolutely. I'm right there with you. So very interesting to see these changes being made. JDA, what's going on? Welcome. And every time Sweden scores, the red Peter, that's really funny. That is hysterical. But welcoming everybody. Thanks for coming in. As you continue to roll in, hit those thumbs up, hit those likes for us. Wow, I'm shocked. I'll be honest with you. I knew about Hellebuck. I knew about Kachuk. I knew about McAvoy. Austin Matthews surprises me. I was actually looking forward to see what he'd be able to do and go against his buddy, William Nylander. So interesting moves there. And again, I understand Sweden with their scratches. Obviously, there were some conversations. Obviously, these players have little bumps and bruises. Nothing for Sweden to do other than take home some pride of pulling out a win. And we'll have to see what they could do now without some of these star players. Here's a quick interview with the United States.
So how do you get the most out of tonight?
Yeah, just intensity. Nothing changes for us. We came here with a goal. Should be ready from the drop of the puck, and I think it starts with intensity and good details for us.
Childhood friend Vincent Trocheck, you become teammates in New York.
JT Miller, by the way.
Going through all of this with him here with Team USA, what's that experience been like?
It's been great. It's been awesome for our families. Got to share that Team North America back in 2016 as well. It's just been super special. We're super lucky and trying to soak it all in.
Has the group chat with the Kachucks been as active today?
No, it hasn't. But we're still going to try to bring the same intensity, though.
JT, good luck.
There it is, JT Miller. That's funny. The comment there in regards to the group chat, they joked. Well, they said they had a group chat going on, and a lot of the conversation against the Canadian team on that day was talking about starting with a bang and dropping the gloves as Miller and the Kachucks getting the group chat going on. That's hysterical. But wow, again, in case you missed it, Austin Matthews, Charlie McAvoy, Matt Kachuk, Connor Hellebuck, all out for the United States tonight. And Mika Zibanejad, Ricard Raquel, and Linus Allmark all out for Team Sweden. Yvonne, I'm very surprised. Very, very, very surprised. Can't believe it. I'm thinking of you, JDA. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully, hopefully when you head out, you're not going to have the storms and the snow that we have had over the last couple of days. Some surprise snow and high winds in the area today, and we're expected more snow for tomorrow. So if you are in and around the Toronto area, hope you're doing all right with all of this crazy weather. How to fix gifts membership. TJ, I'm not sure what you mean exactly. Just having a quiet day apart from burritos and gas. Burritos and gas, that's pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but when that Canada game ended, I kind of laid down, had a little bit of a nap, had some lunch, some dinner, and now here we are. We're ready to go again. They're calling for bus cancellations tomorrow. Wow, Lala. Oh boy. Yeah, gotta prepare for the snow. Not for you. You don't take the bus anyways. Look at Lala, you're getting them all excited. Bus cancellations, not for you. Oh my goodness. Cartoons, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Again, thanks for joining us. We're getting ready for this one to get going. These games have been starting a lot faster than the ones in Montreal. Van Michael, what's going on? Let's go Sweden. Let's go Pedersen. Hopefully, wouldn't it be nice for him to get going? You know, I thought as JT kind of left from Vancouver, I thought Pedersen, his game would have picked up. You know, he did pick up some assists. He's been skating a little bit better, but I didn't see the improvement that I would have expected from him. Maybe it'll take a little bit of time, but maybe this would be a good thing for Pedersen to get himself going. A lot of key players to watch for both teams, of course, and they'll be off for a couple of days. The finals on Thursday night, we will be live for that. I hope you will join us. And then, of course, back to the NHL this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. A lot of double headers going on. And because they take the 2 weeks for this tournament, they will get it all fixed up, and they condense it so they make a lot of the what do you call it, double headers, back-to-back nights. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of that come the back half of the season. The back half of the season is gonna get crazy. We talked about it during the first game. We'll look at it again at the first intermission for those who might have missed it in the first game. We'll break down the standings and take a look. Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. Likewise, my friend. Noah, what's going on? There you go, Noah. Now you can finally cheer for Team USA. We got a new redeem tonight for Team USA, ! Redeem USA. We'll bring up the new US redeem. We had some requests for it. We were able to get that one done and able to get it in there. But I'm hoping, I don't think it's going to be, but I'm going with my boy Swedish Rob tonight, and I hope Sweden has a good performance. Do you know Ryan Boucher? Hang on, I missed that comment. Where is that? Ryan Boucher played in high school in Rhode Island at Mount St. Charles. I did not, Jeffrey. There it is. Noah's calling up, getting it going. There we go. Listen, short notice. That was the best I could find. But that's all right. Getting them hyped up. So the U.S. resting some players. They're in the tunnel now. They're set to come on the ice, set to get going. Where's the redeem JDA? JDA, Chuck Norris is your redeem, buddy. You can see by the standings just over here, over my shoulder, the U.S., 6 points, clearly in the lead. Should they win in regulation today with a clean sweep, they'll go up to 9 points. Canada in second with 5 points. Now, if Sweden was to pull out the win here in regulation, they would get 5 points. They would be tied with Canada. But because Canada won the first game against Sweden, that's what's going to put them up and over and move them along. Daryl, I was looking. I couldn't find a good one that was worth that I could save. All the ones for Sweden I found wouldn't let me download and save them. So I unfortunately not able to grab one there. All right, let's go. Here comes Team Sweden making their way out onto the ice. We need a redeem. Sam would have to work there. I will get that in there, Ulysses. I still have that. I will post it. All right, they're coming out on the ice. Let's get things set. We're going to switch screens and get ready to rock. All right, here we go. Oh, Beverly's throwing some pies here early in the game. Slinging those pies. All right. They're announcing the starters, and then we're going to get on with the anthems. Brady Tkachuk's line is going to be the starting lineup. Team Canada executives, of course, in the building tonight, scouting this game very closely. And they'll be getting ready for Thursday, and I'm taking the whole week off. Oh, Tristan, feel better, my friend. I wish I could take the whole week off just to get ready for Thursday. It's going to be an intense game. Kyle Connor, Larkin, and Zach Werenski all played minor hockey together, AAA hockey together. That's funny. I love seeing that. I love hearing these stories of players playing minor league sports together. All right, we are locked, stocked, and set to go. Rio, what's going on? Really? Oh, Rio, I'm sorry to hear that, but you have us, so hopefully you'll hang on and listen along. All right, lots on the screen, and I'll explain it coming up momentarily. Let's tune in.
Upstairs to Al Murdoch on the PA to get you set.
Here we go. Let's go to the PA announcer. Oh, we don't want the music, so we're going to turn off until they start speaking. They always do a little musical introduction, and then we'll bring this back up. Please rise. Be respectful.
We also ask in the spirit of this great game that unites everyone that you kindly respect the national anthems and the players that represent each country. Please welcome Frida Goldstrand for the singing of the Swedish national anthem.
Jag hälsar dig vänaste land upp på jord. Din sol, din himmel, dina ängder gröna. Din sol, din himmel, dina ängder gröna. Du tronar på minnet från fornstora dagar, då ärat ditt namn flög över jorden. Jag vet att du är och du blir vad du var. Ja, jag vill leva, jag vill dö i Norden. Ja, jag vill leva, jag vill dö i Norden.
Very nice job. Welcome in, Michael, Jeff. You're welcome. Mega, welcome in, everybody. Smash that thumbs up button. It's now time for the United States of America.
Remain standing and welcome Todd Angeli for the singing of the United
Oh, Todd
States
Angeli, he's very good.
national anthem.
He's your regular Boston guy.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nice job. Nice job. He always does a great job. But that means we're ready to play some puck. Here he's playing about booing the anthem, but they were, yeah, Rio, a lot of controversy about that. Andy, welcome back in. Good to see you. V, welcome in. This game is just about pride. That's correct, Jeff. It's all about pride. BD, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome. to the show. The penny exchange, one of these moments that I actually like. Clearly, this is taken from soccer, where the captains come out, Hedman coming in, and he'll exchange with Jack Eichel, the little penny exchange, the handshake, a little sportsmanship before we get started, and we are all set to go. Hockey about to kick off in Boston. Again, this is all about pride. Samuel Ersson getting the start for Team Sweden. This season with the Flyers has been okay. And he's going to be going up against Jake Ottinger from the Dallas Stars. Ottinger ready to rock, ready to roll. This should be a fun game, even though it's all for pride. This should be a fun one. Now, the Widgets, they behaved a little funny earlier today, so we'll see when and how they pop up. There it is, opening face-off of the game, the U.S. with the first puck, and the chance already starting. The USA chance flying around the rink. Here comes the pass. Sweden going to work it out into the U.S. zone. Carlson feeding it through. Ooh, that would have been interesting. Would have been very interesting. This coming back. U.S. going to work their way out on the move. Here comes Werenski. Quick shot right on. Rebound. They score. Chris Kreider, 35 seconds in. Just like that. Boom shakalaka. First shift. Chris Kreider going to take this feed. Werenski bringing it up. Werenski always in the plays. Takes the shot. The rebound comes right to Kreider. And he puts it home. A tisket, a tasket. Kreider buried the biscuit in the basket. Nice little job. Following up, going to that net, hitting those rebounds. 1-0 United States. Wow, that was a quick one.
Chris Kreider has the opening goal of this game. Back in young Leo Carlson, seeing his first action for
Down around the side, big hit in the United States zone.
provided by JT Miller. Now Jack Hughes with it. Gensel unable to catch up to that.
Kreider's first from Werenski. And that's his 5th assist, by the way. Werenski has been playing really good hockey. Just down around the corner. U.S. going to pump this one out again. Chasing it down. Dylan Larkin. Larkin coming in, looking, shooting. Ooh, didn't miss by much. Larkin all over this one. Swede's going to look to flip this one up, getting it through the neutral zone. Almost put it in the door of the U.S. bench as the door popped open to change. Coming around the side, they now add Eichel on there as well. So Werenski and Eichel picking up the assists. Goo Goo Gaga, what's going on? Canada took the win earlier today. So they're going to meet this U.S. team on Thursday. So Eichel picking up an assist as well. That's his 4th assist. Sweden behind their own net, going to look to move it up. You have a cousin in Stockholm. Nice, Andy. I've had some family that visited over there. Never been over there myself. Here it comes Forsling. Going to hit that red line, dumping it in. Back to pick it up is Carlson over to Werenski. Up to Kyle Connor. Connor passing it back. U.S. again going to break into the Swede zone. Trying to get in here and work through. These guys are just bigger and stronger. Jake Sanderson getting some time, and Brady Tkachuk throws his man to the ice, and then he steps up and absolutely plows over another. It's a double danger here for Brady Tkachuk, running over 2 guys in the one shift. Wow. That was absolutely wild. This being dumped in, it's going to be an icing against the United States. Brady Tkachuk just keeping it going. This was, Forsberg just totally botched it. Forsberg coming in, he had the opportunity to clear it. Dylan Larkin took the puck away from him. And quite a nice shift as Brady Tkachuk running over Ekholm. Wow. Had a Swedish berry once. Gotta love the Swedish berries. Brady, if you think so, I don't know. Not this year. I can't see Ottawa trading them when they're in a playoff spot. This going down around, going to do the national anthem for Team USA. He's a regular Boston guy. He's great, Jeffrey. He's great. He's the one, doesn't he always give the point and the thumbs up? He gets so animated. He's awesome. This coming in, Hedman going to pick up the puck. He's going to clear this all the way down the ice. U.S. in their own zone regrouping. Looking to move it across. Brock Faber getting in on the action. Coming through, U.S. cycling around. Jack Hughes putting this in the middle. Doesn't get the shot off. JT Miller back to the line, but it comes out. So the U.S. has got to tag up. U.S. playing it back to Faber. Faber taking a look. So Matthews is injured. It's actually upper body. Upper body is what they said for Austin Matthews, and that he should be good to go for Thursday night. He's got lots of time to rest. But yeah, Matthews out with upper body soreness. Upper body soreness. Give the guy a heating pad and an Advil and get in the game. Here comes the U.S. again into the zone. 3-on-2, dropping it back. Here's a shot. Goes wide behind the net. Sweden's going to pick this one up. Sweden is caught a little bit flat-footed to start here. U.S. is showing some good speed. And they're going to flip it down and change up. Long pass, U.S. right back into the Swede zone. Taking this one around behind is Matt Boldy. Boldy's had a quiet but nice tournament. Dallas, what's going on? Yes, absolutely, Dallas. Putting it across for Werenski. Werenski cutting through, taking it all the way to the house. And a shot right on and a nice save. Good work. Zach Werenski channeling his inner Dennis Savard. I mean, he looks like a little jitterbug. He just dances all the way through. Werenski has been awesome. Very, very cool for Werenski. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. By the way, if you are coming in, hit that thumbs up. Let's get those likes going. And again, follow up. We need 15 subscribers today. 15 subs. Let's pass that 25,300. Sweden is 0 for 100 in overtime. Here they come. We got a broken stick. Here's a big shot and a nice save. Kempe, 86 miles an hour. Ottinger's going to make that stop. Trocheck having a little slash session at the side of the net. Through my eyes, what's going on? Yeah, they know it's meaningless. It's just purely for pride. It's hard to get up. It is absolutely tough. It is absolutely tough to get up and get going. But they don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to lose all the way through. They don't want to lose 3 games straight. Especially when they were, one of the, I don't want to say favorites, but they weren't favored to be last. Afzel, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Justin coming in. Thank you for hitting that button for us. Welcome to the community. Got a house in Dallas. Nice. U.S. going to win it back. Werenski again. Werenski's probably going to play the whole game. This guy puts on a ton of minutes. Brady Tkachuk has it at his own blue line. Getting hounded here by Hedman. Going to play it up to the Swedes' blue line, but they bring it all the way back. U.S. going to try again. Far side of the ice into the middle. Now over to the near side. Eichel putting this through. Here's Brady coming in. He gets taken down. Crashes into the goalpost. And he's okay. He's going to crawl on all fours over to pick up his stick. And he's all right. Gets tripped up there. Sweden gets away with one. Probably could have called a trip. When Croatia makes a pool, the first team they beat is Sweden. Croatia. So Brady with a nice little move. Upon review, Erik Karlsson did not get a stick in his feet. Brady just blew an edge and went down. Karlsson's stick came in afterwards. Off the draw, back around. U.S. going to put this one in. Justin, what's going on? How about those Red Wings? Justin, those Red Wings hanging on to a wild card spot right now. I hope they make it in. Here's a shot by Werenski. Rebound! Oh, and they almost put it in. Dylan Larkin again getting in the mix. Talking about Red Wings. Here's a pass to Nylander, and he's in there offside. Thomas, what's going on? Good job. Good play. I mean, they're just throwing pucks to the net. Larkin is right there. And a little split save, kicking those legs out. But U.S. coming close. Ayrson has to be limber, and he's certainly showing he is today.
Doesn't it? It's got to be a pretty heavy weight on his shoulder there wearing that sweater.
Red Wings right. Grew up in Michigan. 11. Oh, there you go, Justin. Yeah, it's been a few slow years there for the Wings, but so much talent. Would like to see them get going. Like to see them pull something through. Here comes Bratt, little backhand right on. Go Sens. There, Afzal, talk about the Sens. They're right there with the Red Wings, hanging on to a wild card spot. Would love to see the Sens come in. I mean, my goodness, if we could get some Leaf Senator playoff series going on like the good old days, I would be happy with that. Miss Pavel Datsuk. Oh, Ben, Datsuk was something else. Absolutely missed that guy. In the corner, Sweden trying to bring it out. They turn it over. U.S. long pass through the middle. Here they come. U.S. breaking in. J.T. Miller going to cycle it back around behind the net. Picked up trying to work it. Can't get it all the way through. Down in the corner. Sweden going to flip this one around. U.S. putting it in the middle for Hughes. He can't come up with it. Go Winnipeg. You Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg Jets have been off to a heck of a year again. They've been awesome. I'll find the opening whistle. Oh, but Rio, that's not their game. That's the U.S.'s game. That's not Sweden's game. Sweden is a more skilled team. They're not fighters. Playing this back through. Swedes coming up through the middle, taking a look. Here's a slapper. That one's going to sail high as Arvidsson steps into one at 86 miles an hour. I like Daniel Alfredsson. Alfredsson was a really good player. In the corner, U.S. trying to get it out. One take, failed. Second pass, they're going to go up off the boards. They get it out to the red line. U.S. going to pick it up. Trocheck, he's getting worked over as U.S. is switching it up. Pass over to, hey, guess who's? Werenski. Werenski right back on. Down around, Sweden has to change their fame. Side of the net, they're banging at it as Tkachuk had a shot at 83 miles an hour, and again, that's going to be held. It's not so easy to change. I mean, they've always played that way. It's just the European way, the European style, and they're going to go to commercial break, and they'll be back in a flash. But this is a good start. U.S. to 1-0 lead. I'll be honest, I kind of thought they would have had more by now. We're almost halfway through the first period, about 12 and a half minutes left to go. Datsuk was a player. He was a special player. He was absolutely incredible. Where did that comment go? Oh, it scrolled up. Hang on. Where did that comment go? If Saturday was a Royal Rumble, Thursday will be WrestleMania. Yeah, you know what's funny, Dallas? In the I don't think we'll get that same kind of start in the final. I don't think we will. Alfie, Spezza, Heatley, the pizza line. RK, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, I was a closet Sens fan back then because being a Leafs fan, you couldn't be a Leaf and a Sens fan. But I was a big fan. I'm Jason Spezza. First of all, such a nice guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him when he was in the minors. But Alfredsson was great. Spezza was great. Danny Heatley was incredible. This kid had so much potential. And he played really, really good hockey. Sweden team was dominating in the 90s and 2000s. They really did. Thursday is going to be great. It is going to be great. It's going to be a really, really good win. It's going to be tough for Canada. U.S., you know, they have the better goaltending, and goaltending can steal you hockey games. Nice, John. That's awesome. Owen Nolan, there's a name for the past. I enjoyed Owen Nolan. A gritty player. Remember his moment in the All-Star game in the breakaway contest when he called his shot? Called off the post and in and banked it. I mean, that was amazing. Crosby Crosby took a good body check. He did. Crosby had a decent game. Of course, he got that empty net goal. He played well. Most of Canada played much, much better today. Of course, against the Finland team, and it was almost an epic collapse in the last 5 minutes. Holy smokes, they were lucky they pulled it out. Herman, what's going on? Welcome in. Gator, welcome in. The prophecy of the great Samboni being fulfilled. There you go. Prep, what's up? Welcome in. Went tubing. Nice. Getting the tubing going on. He was, Nick. He was really, really, really good. I made Heatley's lucky tooth. Okay, let's see here. Also went Subway, got your supper. Nice. Craig, what's going on? That's right. No Matthews tonight. Banking, what's up? No, my power. Oh, no. Hope that gets fixed up for you. All right, back from commercial break. Down in the corner. Canada's in trouble. I agree with you there, Noah. They got to play solid hockey. Thursday is going to be magic. And if you clean 65 driveways in 19 hours, wow. Rio, that's wild. And we got a penalty being called here.
That's hard to do.
First penalty of the game.
And it just absolutely flips up on
Delay of game. This is going to be flipped all the way across the ice and over the glass. So Lindholm goes to the box, going to put the United States on the power play. They have the best power play of the tournament. Let's see what they can do with this one. Would love Chris Osgood to play one more game. Oh, yeah. He was so much fun to watch. In the corner, setting it up back to Werenski. Cross-ice pass. Comes over to Eichel with a shot, and that one is knocked down. Werenski back to Eichel. Eichel taking a look. He shoots it in front. Rebound is there. Still there. They can't get it. Sweden playing it to the boards, and now they send this one out and down the ice. My mom brought me a music box home. Amelia chimed a couple of times. You're haunted. That's funny. All right, bringing this one in. Loving this hockey. He-Man's dad. It is awesome. In the corner, working through. U.S. going to play it to the line. Setting it up around and clear it all the way down the ice. Good job here by Sweden. And they're going to send this one down. Here comes Werenski bringing it up. A little drop pass. U.S. back into the zone. Setting it up. Cross ice. Discount around and through. Kreider on there. Back to the line. Werenski up top. Here's a shot. That one drops down. Eichel can't jump on it. Sweden gets there first. And they clear this down the ice. Nice job there. Banking. It's Ottinger. Ottinger in goal for the U.S. tonight. U.S. back in the zone. Here comes Miller. He's cycling around. Still looking. Miller still with it. Going all the way. Loses it off his stick. And it's cleared again. Good job here by Arvidsson. Here comes Adam Fox. Adam Fox is winding up. D, what's up? Welcome in. Little drop back pass. Setting it back up into the zone. Sweden intercepts again and they get it out, but not far, just to the red line. 5 seconds left in the power play. Kyle Connor back to Fox. Fox to Connor. Connor walking out of the corner. Tries to jam play. Ekholm takes a cross check. And Boldy's going to get a penalty here. The U.S., they're calling it interference. It was a cross check. But Sweden is going to go to the power play. U.S. getting a little aggressive there in the corner. Dan, what's going on? All right, Bon. They're going to take another commercial break. When they return, Sweden will have their chance on the power play. Interesting play. Getting that cross check there. No need for that. Exactly, Noah. No need. Stupid play. Bad call. Just a little too aggressive there in the corner. And that cross check is enough to draw the officials' attention. And that's something both teams are going to have to watch on Thursday. And it doesn't matter how much you practice. Keeping your emotions in check, keeping your stick in, the unnecessary cross checks and slashes are brutal, and they can really cost your team. So both teams are going to have to watch that come the final on Thursday night. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a great time. I'll put out some preview videos with some predictions over the next couple of days as we get set. But that's going to be a big game. Swedes have any UFC fighters? No, but they could certainly use some. I saw Nylander out the other day. D, that's awesome. He does that a lot, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. I got to tell you, I think both Marner and Nylander are getting a little exposed in this tournament. We obviously, those that are Toronto fans, are used to it, but I really think they're becoming a little bit exposed, and it's not a good look. Hey, B Disney, welcome in. Welcome in. Again, thanks for everybody who's tuning in and watching. Keep those likes going. If you haven't hit those likes, keep it going. And we are now 14 subscribers away from 300. If you haven't hit that subscribe, give it a click. We want you to come hang out with us for the finals. Datsuk was one of my favorite Detroit players, along with Yzerman and Lidstrom. Yzerman was easily, one of the best. Stevie Y was spectacular. He's such a good hockey mind. If you look what he did with Tampa Bay as a general manager, building that team up, and then, of course, now in Detroit, he's putting a lot of talent together, and Stevie Y is just incredible. All right, we're coming back from commercial break and looking forward to it. We're less than 10 minutes to go in this opening period. U.S. only out to 1 goal, which is surprising. Would have thought they would be up a little bit more. Well, Sweden and Finland play for third and fourth. Through my eyes, they will not. At least it's not on the schedule. There is no consolation, bronze medal game, if you will. It's simply just the finals coming up on Thursday night. Ready? What's going on? Welcome in. Never sent the notification. See you ready. I hear this all the time. YouTube not sending the notifications. Make sure you have your notifications enabled and set so that way, hopefully, YouTube does send them out. I've been hearing reports of people saying they've been unsubscribed, that their notifications have been disabled. So now's as good a time as any. Double check that your subscription is still on and your notifications are still set. All right, U.S. is perfect in the penalty kill department going into this one. 30 seconds gone. Sweden does have the man advantage. This coming down, breaking it in. Back to the line. Gonna fade this one back to the point. Here's a pass up. Sweden walking in, side of the net, trying to jam it in. Can't do it. Sweden gonna kick this one back out. D is popping up. Carlson playing this one across. Their miscommunications are not good, and the U.S. is gonna steal this one away and play it all the way down. Now they're gonna bring it back. U.S. killing a whole lot of time here. Excellent, excellent playing. And this is going to be dumped down. Great penalty kill. Cash, what's going on? Welcome in. Here comes Hedman. Hedman on the move. Going to dump this one back into the zone. Taking a look. This is going to be rolled right in. Ottinger's going to hang on to it. Get some snow in his face for his efforts. But with 44 seconds left to go, Sweden really never got anything working. So Nylander trying to get this going. Nylander, I was saying kind of before, Nylander really being exposed here for some of his play. And that's not good. All right, later, Cash. Cash, don't be an asshole. See you later. Wow, some people.
I think he's trying to hit Forsberg there. You can see
some people get a life. All right, this coming across, taking a look. Dahlin with a short shot, going for the deflection, couldn't put that one through. Lala, you don't have to respond. No, Dan, we don't want Cash here. We don't want people like Cash here. Sorry if we follow some of the rules and regulations, and if people aren't happy, they can go do it illegal somewhere else. We don't appreciate people like Cash. They're not welcome here.
Mike Sullivan talked about just the 200-foot game that he was really impressed.
All right, Eichel, set to go.
You think here again, a right-hander, a big face.
And Dan, I can tell you, Cash will never be returning. We don't like people talking like that, so we just block them. It's plain and simple. This coming around down at the side. Eichel going to slap this one around. Taking a look back across. Here's a blast by Hedman, side of the net. Nice job, 85 miles an hour. Trying to feed this one out, trying to dig this one out. Coming to the side. Here's a long pass. Eichel tried to thread that one through. That's right, Nick, exactly. Hedman goes down in the corner, back up. Power play has expired, so the U.S. maintains their 100% penalty kill, which is incredible. Just coming around down in the corner, trying to get through. Thank you, Jared. Hope you're doing well. You'll be down at the glass. Wow, Jared, you have to send me some pictures. Here's Nylander trying to pass ahead. Gensel's stick goes flying, and Sweden going to put it down in the U.S. zone. Fox going to play this one around the corner. Trying to get through. U.S. over the red line. Into the Sweden zone. Kicking it Working this one down in the corner. Brat going to play this through. Larkin going to intercept. He's going to turn. Nice little sidestep. Whoop, look out. He played it back in his own end. You're going to make a short of you practice. Lala's place. That's funny. This coming through. So this game meant something. Sweden would be down by 3. Yeah, Rio, I'm surprised they're only down by 1 right now, to be honest. You can tell there definitely is a holdback. They're not going as full tilt as if this meant something. Sweden going to flip this one in. It's knocked around. Puck is bouncing around like a ping pong ball. Finally, it's going to come out. And it comes right back in. Arvidsson putting this one in. I know you always get sick of my questions, but you think there's a chance USA starts questioning in a second? You know what, Vi? I would expect so. I really would. Here's a shot right on. Oh, my goodness. And Sweden scores. Look at that. The Swedes tie it up. Nyquist is going to get the goal. That's what happened. Put it to the front of the net and break things down. Unbelievable. That is phenomenal. Sweden just throwing this one to the net. A little deflection, and they struggle, and Nyquist was going to put this one in. Unbelievable. Ottinger. Oh, you know what? The original shot was deflected. It went between his legs, or over his pad, and it just had enough to trickle in, and we are all tied at 1s. And Brady Tkachuk, who left to go down the tunnel, returns back to the bench. So, Vi, to answer your question, I don't know. This is crazy. This coming around. Ottinger is bad. He's a decent goaltender. He's no Hellebuck. But this just got a whole lot interesting. Sweden going to play this one up. Here they come. Ekholm. He's going to bring this one in. Ekholm taking a look. He shoots, and that hits a skate and goes up and out of play. Bradley, if Sweden wins, that's okay. It's all for pride. Even though they would be tied with Canada in points, because Canada beat Sweden in the first game, Canada still moves on to the final. Ronald, how's it going? Welcome in. Most of the USA players play in Canada. They do, but it's where they were born. RO, how's it going? Welcome in. And then some guys have a choice. Some guys like Nylander, for example. He was born in Canada, but obviously from Sweden. He's got a dual citizenship, and he chooses to play for Sweden. He technically could play for Canada if he wanted to, but of course, his family, his heritage, everything is from Sweden. Same with Barkov. Barkov has dual citizenship, so he chooses to play for Finland. Was anything mentioned about Matthew T injury last game? No, Banking, not that I heard. I just know he didn't play the last 12 and a half minutes or so, and he is ruled out with a lower body injury. After he got hurt, he kind of skated around and then decided he wasn't good to go. To me, it kind of looked like a hip thing, but it could just be the way he was kind of favoring his side. When do we get to see you shake and bake? Oh, George, we'll do another baking street. We'll do more bacon in the summertime. Summertime bacon was always fun. Same thing happened with Brett Hall years ago. Oh, there's a name. I was a huge Brett Hall fan. Brett Hall was absolutely awesome. Hall was the best. I'm a big Brett Hall fan. Got a great picture with him. If I should go dig it up, see if I can find it. If I will, I'll bring it on the stream. Actually, I know exactly where it is. Hey, you know my photo album on my shelf on the right side? There's 2 of them. Can you go look for it and bring it down? Has a picture with Brett Hall. I want to show this picture with Brett Hall. Yeah, you'll remember when you go up and see it. I'll show you. I'll get him to go run up and grab it. I'll show you this picture. It's a fantastic picture. Guy, what's going on? Welcome in. Hopefully no hip injury. Yeah, hopefully it's nothing serious. Now they're saying he should be good to go, but hopefully it is nothing serious. You don't want to see anybody get hurt in here. I love that Mortal Kombat. Oh, thanks, Vi. I appreciate that. That was pretty fun. It was doing well until YouTube hit it with an age restriction, and that pretty much killed it. You have a picture with Brett Hall? Awesome. He's great. Jeff, what's going on? Where's the best place to learn hockey rules? That's a good question, Jeff. The NHL does put out some good videos on the particular rules. If there's any situations you're unsure of, feel free to ask them here. We'd be happy to explain them. As Sweden breaks in, it's going to be an offside call. John, what's going on? Makar was back, and he looked great. He put up some serious minutes. Makar played really, really well. Canadian Bacon 6-1. I don't know if it's going to be that high. It's going to be a pretty close game. But could you imagine if they exploded like that? That would be something else. So we're going to keep an eye on Brady because he went down the tunnel. He did come back and he's sitting on the bench. But we'll have to see if there's any other issue there. Sweden bring this back in the zone. 5.5 minutes to go. I have it signed. He wrote, to think the best wishes, Brett Hall. Oh, that's awesome. He's such a cool guy. And hysterical. You got a Lindros stick. Nice. Down in the corner. Sweden going to pick it up. Going to look to move this one across. Flipping it out. It's going to be knocked down. U.S. dumping it right back in. Under 5 minutes to go. In a very interesting first period. Very interesting period. Here's Carlson, long pass ahead. Can't get it in. U.S. going to intercept. They're going to turn and bring it back. Nope, they're going to cough it up again. A lot of turnovers here. Be very curious to see what these turnover numbers say when it comes time for the intermission. Faber gives it away. Nyquist putting it in front in the slot. U.S. there to gobble up the puck. They're going to flip this up and down the ice. In is J.T. Miller. Miller across. U.S. coming in through the slot. They can't connect. Great effort there. A great opportunity. And this is coming all the way back. Jacob Slavin setting it up, going to throw it in. Gensel racing in here after it. Gensel going to turn away, spinning in the boards. Sweden going to pin him here. U.S. coming to help out Hughes to the line. Here's Werenski with a shot right on and a nice save. Last second buzzer beater. Nice. Alvino, what's going on? I don't know how Marner played today, but Nylander for sure. You know what, Alvino? He did not play great. Marner did not play great at all. He was kind of floating around, kind of buzzing in and out. He played well on the penalty kill, where Marner usually does, but not good. And his minutes were severely cut back today. Very, very, very much cut back. Elizabeth, welcome in. Brett Hall was excellent in the. Elizabeth, he is always awesome. Brett Hall, one of those guys that got 50 goals in 50 games. When guys used to be able to do that, not going to see that happen anymore. Here comes Sweden in, so icing. Yes, Jeff. Here's a quick shot by Sweden. So icing. Let me get the board. So let's pretend. I'll wait till the stoppage and then I'll explain icing. But essentially, it's when you shoot it all the way down the ice from the wrong side of the red line. That's called icing. And the only time you're allowed to do that is if you have a penalty kill. So if you're a man down, you're allowed to ice the puck. This dump down in the corner. Sweden racing in here after it. Trying to come through. There's a big bump in the corner. Swede's trying to set it up. Back to the point. Dumping this one down in the corner. U.S. doing a nice job. Puck is loose. Nylander in to pick it up. Willie trying to feed this one. It's in the slot for Ekholm. Ekholm carrying it around. He passed it right back in the slot. Nylander with the backhand. It's there. They can't put it in. And the U.S. going to bring this one up. Going to flip this one down the ice. Holy moly. Kreider clearing this one out. Dangerous play. U.S. stealing. Working this one up. What do you mean you couldn't find it? It's on my shelf above all the binders of hockey cards. There's the photo albums. This coming through down in the corner. Trying to come through. Going to score 80 goals when he debuts in the NHL. That would be something. U.S. around the side. Back to the line for Werenski. Here's a long shot. Can't get it. Sweden setting it up, center ice, middle line. Yeah, center ice, the middle line over the S on the screen. Oh, yes, I forgot. I have that on the screen. Forget my whiteboard. Here's a big blast. So this, oh, my hand doesn't go that far. So the line with the USA, that is the center ice line. So if this side is US and the far side is Sweden, if the US is on this side and they shoot it from this side of that center ice line all the way down, then it's icing. Here's a big shot and an ice stop there. I got to meet Mr. Hockey, the great Gordie Howe. Oh, Justin, that's awesome. I've never met Gordie Howe. Here's a shot, and that's going to be grabbed and held on to. We got some pushing and shoving in front of the net. That's the U.S. style, but nothing is really going to come of it. Miller and Gensel in there, and the linesmen are going to break that one up. I met Gretzky, Wayne, and Walter both. Yeah, Lala Spice. I love Gretzky. Gretzky was so good. Ekholm did a nice job reversing this out into the slot. Nylander just couldn't get a full backhand, but it kind of bobbled a little bit, hit Carlson, and U.S. got lucky. Wendell's your all-time great. Nothing wrong with that. I did have a chance to meet Wendell back several years back. Nice guy, but fairly quiet. Off the draw, Sweden going to win this, flipping it up and all the way down the ice. Nylander sending it in on goal. Ottinger's going to hang on to it. And with 1:14 to go here in the first, we're getting a whistle. What was it like meeting Dougie? So, Dougie was awesome. I've met him a couple of times. I've met him at events, like charity events, and I actually ran into him out at a restaurant. Both times he was super nice. When we saw him in the restaurant, we didn't go up to him. We didn't want to bother him. We were there for a family birthday, and when they brought out the cake, he actually came over and said happy birthday and everything. We got to talk to him for a few minutes. So very cool. When we met him at the charity events, I mean, he was very chatty, very nice. And of course, when I met him, when he did the opening for us, our little intro, he was awesome and fully willing to do that. Here comes Nylander, going to steal it, bring this one in. Nylander coming through, stopping, flipping this across. They shoot, they score! Sweden takes the lead in the last minute of play. Oh my goodness, US of A, what has happened? Wow. Yeah, JP, welcome in, by the way. They almost did. Talking about dropping the ball. The United States fall behind 2-1. Unreal. Nylander setting it up, bringing this one in, passing it into the slot, and it's a quick turn and a blast. I'm shocked. Oh, I never put Sweden's first goal up here. Let's get both of their goals up here. Wow, that was something. The Nyquist had the first from Carlson and Arvidsson. And this goal is Jesper Bratt. Bratt his first from Nylander. The Nylander with 2 assists now. And with 25 seconds to go, Sweden has a 2-1 lead. Let's see if the U.S. can pick up the pace here. Behind the net, can't get it. U.S. going to flip this one up and all the way down the ice. By the way, if you haven't hit that subscribe yet, hit that subscribe for us. Sasham, what's going on? Welcome in. Makes you feel any better. I haven't met Sam yet. And there it is. The horn is going to go. And Sweden, with a late goal, takes a 2-1 lead going to the intermission. Isn't that something? Wow. That is awesome. Did not expect that to be the case. Winds of summer, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to see you. 2-1 Sweden. Here are all the stats. 13 shots for U.S., 11 for Sweden. 7 hits to 4. Sweden, or USA with more shots there. But how about that? 2 goals on 11 shots. Wow. That's wild. 13 face-offs for the U.S., 6 for Sweden. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. 6 giveaways for the U.S., 4 for Sweden, no takeaways, and 4-3 in the block shots department. Your goal scorers in a surprising turn of events. Chris Kreider, his first from Werenski and Eichel. Nyquist, his first from Carlson and Arvidsson. Jesper Bratt, his first from Nylander, and that was just moments ago. Unbelievable. All right, let's thank you and goodbye. That is just absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I can't believe Sweden has taken the lead in this hockey game. I know. Matt Tkachuk not playing, Matthews not playing, Hellebuck not playing. But hey, this is hockey. I want it to be the one on Thursday. Yeah, I miss Russia. Yeah, so Winds of Summer. We talked about that. With this format, and obviously the IIHF, voted for this year. They were not going to reinstate them. They were going to do it again next year. Of course, we have the Olympics next year, so hopefully we do see a vote come in, and that vote does reinstate them, because I think it would be great for the Olympics. I also think when they do this for the World Cup in 2028, they said they're going to go to 8 teams. So we've been trying to figure out what these 8 teams would look like. It has to include some form of a Russian team. It definitely has to include some form of a Russian team. Even if I think they vote not to reinstate them, Gary Bettman said that it's something they would consider doing on their own. Since this is strictly an NHL tournament, because it's an NHL tournament, they can do what they want. They don't have to necessarily follow what the international regulators kind of state. They don't could do that. Pride stuff doesn't really exist. They're not overextending themselves. Basically, it is, except your name's Kachuk. It is absolutely, absolutely it is. But a game's a game, and as much as they're resting players, this is about pride. And do you really want to come in your own home and lose because you're resting guys for a final? And it's not like the final is tomorrow, right? It's Thursday. They still have Tuesday and Wednesday to rest. So that is pretty crazy. Stephanie coming in with that subscribe. Welcome in, Stephanie. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We do appreciate it. Let's see. So interesting turnaround here, and some nice goals. I mean, some nice goals.
Let's go.
Of course, Kreider with the blast. I mean, his goal, coming in far side, picking up the rebound, and this is, for everybody that plays hockey, you gotta go, you gotta play, and you gotta go to the net, and they did that, and that's how they got their first goal, on that rebound. So that was huge. I think Russia would have been good. Sachem, I do. I mean, there's a lot of really, really good Russian athletes that play in the National Hockey League. And, when I watched the initial press conference before this whole thing had started, they talked about wanting to give these guys an opportunity. And a lot of the Russian athletes want to play. They want to play in these types of tournaments. So I think they certainly would be good. And they're just showing a replay here of when Brady Tkachuk crashed into that goalpost. It's not only that he crashed into the goalpost, he kind of took that skate in his side as well. So after it, he was kind of stretching out that side. So I wonder if that's why he went to the bench, if he injured something in his side, maybe a rib or something. So we'll have to watch the performance of Brady Tkachuk as this game plays on. But that would be a big, big loss if anything happened to him there. Fans and players have distinctly different perspectives. Absolutely. Through my eyes, it's so funny. That's a great point, because, us as fans, we have no idea what goes on the ice. Yeah, we can see what we're watching, but we can't hear the conversations. We can't hear the discussions. We're certainly not in the locker rooms, and we can't hear what's happening there. And so we have one perspective of things that happen on the ice, but we really don't know what is going on and what guys are thinking. And even if you watch a lot of the media, people who cover these teams, they always make assumptions, right? They're saying, oh, Brady was thinking this, or this guy was thinking that. You know, he cuts to the middle trying to score, so this is what's going through his mind. Truth be told, is nobody knows what's going through his mind except for Brady, except for the player that's making that move. So a lot of the media and a lot of these people out here on platforms like YouTube, including myself, we have no idea what's going on. You know, we can watch a play form and we can say, well, if you're doing this or doing that, then, you know, this is probably what you're thinking, but we really have no idea. Jay, what's going on? Welcome and unexpected for sure. Sounds good, Justin. Media is always like that. Yeah, Nick, sometimes they're real bad. I'm here, Anthem, right now. Are you mad? Steve. Florida Park Explorers, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. You're just a baby. Who's a baby? Gotta love the baby. Oh, Florida Park Explorers. Dave, hope you're doing well. That's our partner channel, by the way. Bring you all the magic from the Florida parks. And also big time Ranger fan. So hoping the Rangers get in there. We whooped you every way possible. Dave, what are you talking about? Oh, okay, so Dave, this is where I have to disagree with you. Woody, what's going on? Glad to have you back again. All right, Vi, get some food. Hopefully it's something good. There was no whooping. There was no whooping whatsoever. This is what I love. When we talk about perspectives, this is different ways of seeing perspective. In the Canada-US game, we had 3 fights to kick off the game. Brady Tkachuk against Brendan Hagel. Hagel, who's not Matthew Tkachuk against Hagel. Neither of them really fighters, although Tkachuk fights more than Hagel does. And there, Jonathan, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Hockey has destroyed the NBA. Oh, yes, Jeff, absolutely. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Hagel got the best of him. Hagel won that first fight. It was pretty close. It really was close, but I give the edge to Hagel. Now, in the Brady Tkachuk fight, Brady was awesome. Brady did a real good job and took that one down. On on the third fight, Parenko and JT Miller, Parenko destroyed him. JT Miller did not have a chance. So I think Canada took 2 of the 3 fights for sure. And then listen, yes, US won the game. On the scoreboard, it was 3-1. Absolutely. And I've openly said Hellebuck is a far superior goaltender than Binnington. And they couldn't score. But really, it was a 2-1 game going into the last couple minutes, and the third goal was an empty netter. So I certainly wouldn't say got whooped. It was a very close game. All right. Big time NHL destroyed the NBA. Yes. And if you didn't know, for those who were not aware, it was the NBA All-Star game this weekend, the NBA All-Stars this weekend. And I didn't really care. This was the first NBA skills competition I've missed in a long time. I like watching them. And when I watched the highlights, it was terrible. You know, the NBA, they went to this mini game, kind of like what the NHL did at their All-Star game, where they played, you know, a couple different mini games to work through to a final tournament style. And it was just boring. It was super boring. Didn't enjoy it at all. Meanwhile, the NHL is putting up its best ratings it's had in years for these tournaments. So big kudos to the NHL for racking up a lot of these ratings. Marner, what's going on? I give Brady the win based on getting the takedown. And that's one way of looking at it for sure. And Brady's fight, he was good. He was really good. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You're about to join. No chance. Oh my goodness, you're killing me. My goodness gracious. All right, let's see. Okay, Dave, I got to watch that video. 5 games, I got to watch that. We're going to watch that for sure. Florida. Yeah, and not going to happen. Not going to happen at all. Void, there you go. You are losing. That's right. Losing to Sweden, the 4th place team. Oh, goodness. No more. Yeah, exactly, Len. Exactly. Let's all move on and get it going because this is good. This is is real good. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. Contracts are the reason for bad all-star games in the NHL NBA. Part of it for sure. Part of it for sure. Win or lose, Thursday is going to be a sweet game, and I'm super excited. They were offended, said it to be a joke. Didn't watch either, but I heard things. All right, let's see here. Alrighty. Yeah, Thursday is going to be an epic game. I am very excited for it. Lunar, what's going on? Absolutely nothing. If Sweden wins tonight, they get a hearty handshake and they get to go home knowing that they did not do anything, or that they at least won a game, and they won a game in the U.S. It is Canada-U.S. final. They are locked up for sure. So all good and set to go. Pray Hellebuck didn't let it know. Void. Hellebuck is not playing tonight. Hellebuck is out. So there's no Hellebuck. There's no Matthews. There's no Matt Tkachuk. They are all out. Now, Matt Tkachuk is said to be out with a lower body injury. Matthews is out with an upper body injury. So hopefully both are being deemed okay to go on Thursday, but we'll see. You see the Canada playoffs. Which do y'all believe is better? So, I don't think you can compare it that way, Jeff. I don't think you compare it country to country by the playoffs, because there's only a handful of Canadian teams. So I don't think you can really compare it that way. Hey, Leafs, what's going on? Welcome in. I haven't been here since the last season, but I'm having family issues. Oh, no, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing okay, Leaf. Never an easy moment when there's some issues going on, but I hope everyone is doing all right. Glad to see you back here. USA is resting their guys, absolutely, and that's such a basketball thing to do. We first really saw this in the NBA when the Raptors had Kawhi Leonard, where they had to load manage him, right? They had to balance him to let him perform, and it worked. They did well. So U.S. taking that same approach, obviously, when you're banged up and bruised. And I'm not thinking just for this tournament. Sent you a funny, check it out. All right, prep, will do for sure. And good night. I'm not saying they're doing it for this game, but I'm happy, from a regular season thing. If these guys are banged up and bruised, let them rest. There's no need to risk an injury. I would hate and I said this before the tournament started, if Austin Matthews came and played and got knocked out for the season, I would be distraught. I would be really not happy. But it's so crazy. Definitely do not want a guy to get hurt, whether it's Matthews, whether it's Tkachuk, whether it's Brad Marchand. We don't want anybody to get hurt for any serious amount of time, because it definitely would not be good. Leafs, I to be honest with you, it's been such a long time. I don't really remember. We got a bunch of people coming in with Leafs as part of the name. So I'll be honest with you. I don't 100% recall you. But I'm happy to have you here. Did you have to shovel snow this weekend? Oh yes, RO. We got like 4.5 feet of snow. There's a lot of snow. There's been a lot of shoveling and a lot of snow blowing going on out there. There you go. Prep remembers. To be fair, there's more than just this tournament to consider. Exactly, through my eyes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You gotta protect the futures of these guys. I used to come to every Leafs game. Nice. So I'm glad you did. I'm glad to have you back with us. But boy, oh boy, this one is going to get intense. This one is going to get intense for sure. U.S. is going to come back. I don't think Sweden will hold the lead. I really hope they do, because I think that would be great for them. You don't want to see a team to go out without a win. At least Finland got an overtime win. That counts for something. I think I could look the other way with Marchand. Yeah, he's the one, I agree. Like, I wouldn't cry. He's the guy that came out in the playoffs and said, part of the playoffs is you have you have to want to go out and hurt guys, right? That's how you win. I hated seeing that interview from him. And you know, boy, it would be Murphy's Law if something had happened to him. But no, we don't want to see anybody get injured. We want to see these players getting back to the regular NHL seasons in good health. We already got one injury. We definitely don't want to see any more. Gut feeling is Canada's coming for blood Thursday. Everyone says defense and goalie play is the difference. It is. But you know what? Canada doesn't have a strong goaltender, and they definitely need that help. They definitely need that help for sure. Sweden should go 0-3, USA 3, and that was worth it to me. Yeah, and I Void for US, that's what they should be playing for, right? That should be the motivation. Is we want to go in, we want to win this, we want to break things along, and so I think it'll be really, really, really good. At least some of us remember you. My yeah, my mind isn't great. It's been a long year. We used to have great goalies now. Yeah, Marner, it's something that, you know, we've talked about a lot, unfortunately, over these last couple of days, is we used to bring up really good goaltenders, and that definitely kind of fell to the wayside, unfortunately. Remember that we used to call her on intermissions of this. Yes, there you go, Leafs fan. There you go. Yes, we did. Figure they have Stanley Cup goalies that are. Yeah, we gotta get this back. You know, Canada needs to start bringing up some better goaltenders. All right, the clock strikes 0. It's time to get in. USA, I hope Sweden wins. There you go, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's going for it. Let's get ready for period number 2. If I can find this. Most of them are Quebecers. Sasham, very true. Very, very true. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, hitting those subscribes. Look at that. We're 11 subs away. Bruce, welcome in. All right, we are back at it. Let's go. Give me 1 second. All right, coming this one around. Whoa. There's also one other guy. Ah, yes, there was. You really are an OG. You really are a Leafs fan. You've been around the block. You know. AAU Triton was the other guy. I feel we have some good goalies, but they didn't pick them. There's some there, Bruce, but like Sam Montembeault was hot and cold. I think it would have been good to see him get a start. This coming around the side. Sweden going to play this one. Trying to get it out. They can't do it. Coming in front, Jack Hughes with a shot. Can't put it through. Cross ice. Taking a look. Back around. U.S. centering it. Sweden's going to knock it down. They're going to carry this one out. Ooh, nice job, Lucas Raymond, the Red Wings. Red Wings with some representation all the way around. He's doing okay, Leafs. He's doing all right. He's got a lot going on. This coming all the way down. U.S. racing back to turn. Clear this one up. Almost stolen by Sweden. Back through Nelson, getting it up. Werenski driving in. He's going to play this one back. Werenski has been everywhere. Logan Thompson, as he is some. Yeah, you know, that's one for sure, Bruce. That is one for sure. Digging this one free. Trying to come in. He's one player that's been talked about a lot. There's a number that have been talked about. Who is the backup? So Aiden Hill has been playing the backup role with Sam Montembeault as the third goaltender. Through the crease, you know, Marc-Andre Fleury would have been an interesting pickup for this tournament. Back to the line. Here's a shot by Sanderson. That one goes way wide and it's going to come all the way out. Zoran, how's it going? Welcome in. Back down in the U.S. zone. Sanderson going to hammer this past Nylander all the way down the ice. U.S. is the first one there. Good hustles. Kreider setting this one across. Yeah, Aiden Hill should have been in. It would have been, you know, would have been good to see. Aiden Hill definitely has a tremendous amount of talent as we got some pushing and shoving as the U.S. is up to their old tricks again here to start this period. Forsberg is going to grab a hold of Kreider. Kyle Connor getting in there. He was mixing it up. You don't see him getting overly involved, especially with Elias Lindholm.
He just seems to be gobbling up the opportunities here.
But Zach Werenski, I mean, he is all over the place. Nice little job. Jim, what's going on? Welcome in. But Sweden with the lead right now, they have to keep pressing. They do not want to sit back. Do not want to sit back at all.
Well, there's good news for the U.S. as Vincent Trocheck on the ice. You noted the
So Ottinger, the goaltender for the U.S. tonight, and Eriksson, the goaltender for Sweden tonight. Dale, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Jeff, he has been for sure. Freak Shown, what's going on? Things are good here. Hope things are well out your way. Banking it off the boards. U.S. to the line. Sweden going to keep this one in. Kind of hit the man in front of the net. U.S. over to Kreider. Kreider going to dump this one back. They're going to cycle this one around. Why don't more restaurants... I know, Onyx. I know. All the way down. Picked up here by Carlson. Carlson going to lead the rush. He's going to bring this all the way up, passing it up, deflected down into the corner. Racing in here is Arvidsson. He can't come up with it. A little slew foot there, and a cross-check to boot. So both teams starting to get a little chippy. This in the corner, going to be sent back to the point. It's bouncing. They just hold it in. A nice shot there by Eriksson Ek. And a breakaway pass for Hughes, and he just got a piece of it. Couldn't control it. Rio, I agree. You know, I thought they would be a lot louder. They're pretty quiet in comparison. Banging and crashing. We do have an arm up here. The U.S. is going to go to the box as this one is deflected out of play. We got another penalty being called here. So there you go. Brady Tkachuk is done for the night. So Brady Tkachuk, we saw him get crushed, sliding into the goalpost, blowing a tire, and it is now done. He is out for tonight. So both Tkachuks out of the lineup. Wow. Didn't see this one coming. Welcoming everybody on Twitch. Thank you for watching along. Make sure you hit that follow if you haven't followed already. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe as well. We're 11 subs away. Feel bad for Chuck, but let's go. Better chance. I'm sure they'll both be in the lineup come Thursday night. This across. Taking a look. Pettersson can't get that shot off. Working it back to the line. He's going to drop it here. Well, if all those three are out on Thursday, it's over. Yeah, if they are out, I agree. That would be a significant blow. If both Tkachuks and Matthews are all out on Thursday. U.S. is getting penalties. They are, but right now they're killing them off. 100% on the penalty kill. So they've been doing a decent job there. Pettersson going to work this one up all the way into the U.S. zone. The U.S. is going to grab it, and they're going to clear this all the way down. Yeah, Void, I know what you meant. Turning around. U.S. coming across. 1 minute gone. 1 minute remaining. Jim, so he's ruled with an upper body injury. So who knows what that could be. Excuse me. I hope it's not the same thing that's been bothering him all season. Tkachuk eat too much Wonder Bread and Fruit Loops. Rio. Vic, what's going on? Welcome in. That's right, Mega. Got to get those electrolytes. The voice is getting a little raspy. There's been a lot of hockey calling, so gotta stay hydrated. This coming in. Sweden down low in the corner, rotating it around. Taking a look. I could use a few days off as well. Nylander getting set. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Pass to Carlson, gets by him. And this coming all the way down the ice, and this really is going to do it. 9 seconds remain. If Matthews hurt for Wednesday and magically healed for Saturday, you won't hear it yet, right, Marner? Exactly. And I'm sure there must be some kind of protocol, some kind of arrangement that if anybody has any certain kind of ailment, they need to sit out. Because as much as these games are important, it's not what they're paid to do. And so if there's any risk of further injury, they must sit out. There has to be some kind of protocol or rule for that. Here comes the U.S. Power play has expired, so the U.S. kills off another one. Cycling this one around, raisins sitting in a jar of brandy from a cure your throat. Well, that does not sound good at all. Are you going to do your cheer again? Here's a quick shot. Which cheer? Coming along. Oh, yes, Elizabeth. Especially concussions is, I think, what she meant to say. Here's a long shot. This going in, down in front. And Ottinger is going to hang on to it as Arvidsson taken off his feet. So this is one thing the U.S. does a really good job with. If you're in front of the net, you can expect to be forcibly moved. The U.S. does an incredible job moving guys out of the way, and they're going to go to commercial break. So again, welcome in if those are just coming in. Brady Tkachuk earlier in this game went down hard, crashing into the boards. Or into the goalpost, kind of slid in. He was turning the corner and kind of his edge came up and he slid hard, hitting kind of the side of his body against the goalpost. He did kind of get up and you can see he was kind of wincing a little bit. Tried to go, left to go to the tunnel, came back to the bench, and then after intermission, they said he is not going to go. So Brady is not returning. Ersson has been playing good ever since that first goal. He has. He really has kind of slowed down. And this is good news for the Flyers, right? Ersson, the Flyers player. Flyers have had some struggles, shall we say. They've been trying to find their way. And so Ersson, if you're a Flyer fan, you got to be proud the way Ersson is playing today, for sure. Keith Tkachuk is at the game. Yeah, Nick, he was at the last game as well against Canada. He gets around. He's a proud hockey dad, right? He goes and he travels and he goes everywhere to watch. So that is very, very cool. And there were some great moments. The NHL posted some clips, especially around after the Stanley Cup, where they showed them all together at barbecues and celebrating, and such a cool, close-knit family, which is very awesome to see. And if you watch the Florida Panther broadcast from when the Panthers visited the White House, you could see Matt Tkachuk is a big USA guy, big American pride, and you could just see he was beyond himself to be standing at the White House, which such a cool moment for him. So very, very happy. And I'm a big fan of his as well. I got an autographed Tkachuk jersey just down my hall, so I'm a big fan of his. I would love to have him on my team. Examples of Quebec goalies: Brodeur, Roy, Fleury, Pavin. There's a lot of them. Regard Giguère. Oh, J.S. Giguère. That was awesome. Second period not over. We're just about halfway through. So 13 minutes to go here in the second period. They're just coming back from commercial break. Maybe USA should suit him up and play. No kidding. I don't know. Tkachuk had the goalie's pad between him and the pipe. Yeah, so it could have been the pad. It could have been the skate, because the skate kind of caught in there as well. It was kind of tough to see. All right, let's go. Off the draw, U.S. going to bring it out. Setting it up, creating some room. Down 2-1. Sweden with the lead. And Sweden's going to intercept. Going to bring this one in. A little bump along the boards. Nice job there as they dump it down deep. Jesper Bratt seems to be all over the place. Back to the line. Karlsson coming across. Deflection there. What didn't exist, couldn't get it. Back to the line for Karlsson. He shoots again. That one up high. Gets through. Bratt couldn't knock that one down. Hughes in the corner, couldn't get it. Back to Hedman, who steps in a one. That shot is blocked. 91 miles an hour. My goodness. USA better show me some action for the boys. Here's a nice shot and a great save. U.S. bringing it in. Another long shot. Oh, my goodness. And they hit a goal post. And this coming all the way down the ice. You're not dreaming, Jim. That is the score. Werenski on the move. Up and over the line. Werenski wheeling and dealing. He's cutting in. Looking for more. Side of the net, trying to fish this one. Back to the point. Werenski again. Werenski stepping in, shooting. Oh, and that one. A nice try. Here's Hughes on the far side. Back to the line. Sanderson going to keep this one in. Down around in the corner. Dealing, digging. U.S. going to come away. They put it in front. Goaltender is down, but they can't pull the trigger, can't get the shot off. Sweden going to use the boards. They can't get it out. Kept in by Boldy. He's got no stick. He tries to kick it across, and it's taken away. Here comes Dahlin in over the line. Tried to drop it here. It's taken away, and the U.S. working it back through the neutral zone. Holy smokes. They are moving. Skerplatt, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome in. Sir, my eye is super itchy. Big play there. This coming around. U.S. in the slot with a shot and a great save and a shove to the goaltender. How was that not goaltender interference? The U.S. player literally shoved the goaltender. Dahlin is screaming at the officials. That is a horrendous call. The U.S. player literally two-handedly shoved the Sweden netminder down. No call. Wow. Aaron, what's going on? Welcome in. Starting a losing streak. Hey, still lots of hockey left to play. 10.5 to go here. In the corner, trying to dig this one. Oh, John, that would be awesome. Yeah, Mega, that was crazy. I can't believe it. The USA chants are starting to come up. Here comes Kyle Connor. Dipsy-doo cutting through the middle, a backhand that goes wide. Kreider feeding it back in the middle. Eichel can't get it. It's taken by Arvidsson, who moves it up. Back to Arvidsson. Sweden bringing it right back in. Here's a shot. That one doesn't get all the way through. My goodness. All right, Tristan, take care. Here's another shot. It's knocked down. Side of the net, passing this one back. Ekholm wants it. He doesn't get it. This coming in. My son's name is Sam. Nice, Andy. It's a great name. Yeah, Dale, big USA chants going on. Yes, Wes McCauley is, I believe he's American. And I think we looked up, hang on a second. They changed referees. Wes McCauley's name was here before. Now it says Pierre Lampert. Well, that's weird. I've never seen the referees being changed at the start of a game. And we got a whistle here as the linesman rushing in. Another penalty being called. So Dwyer is from Nova Scotia. He's Canadian. Let's see, Pierre Lampert. Where is he from? And they are going to commercial break. Let's see, Pierre Lampert is from Quebec. So both referees are Canadian. It's funny, when we started the game, Wes McCauley's name was up here as an official, and that has been removed. Pierre Lampert is now coming in. That's a change I did not pick up. USA chant, that's original. It's the same as us chanting in Canada. What did Tort say in the US? Yeah, he's a little bit of a loose cannon. Crime Dog, what if Sweden wins? So if Sweden wins, it's all for pride. If they win, they win. They cannot move on to the final. Because Canada won in regulation and Canada beat Sweden in the first round, in the first game, Canada automatically goes through. If Canada, if let's say Canada would have won in overtime today, then if Sweden would have won in regulation, they would move on. If they would have gone to overtime, then Canada would have still moved on. But because Canada won that first game, they do have the tiebreaker. Make a bronze medal game for Sweden and Finland. That'd still be cool. Yeah, Void, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do a game like that. Because usually in these tournaments, they always do have it. Why not let them play? And I think I know the answer. And the answer is because it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday game. It's a a Thursday night game. It's a Thursday night game. You can't have a 1 o'clock game on a Thursday, especially on a long week. A lot of folks have off today. So if you did a 1 o'clock game, your attendance would not be very good. And it's Sweden, Finland. Would not be very good attendance. So that's probably why they're not doing it. I think when the NHL did the planning, they bet on Canada-US in the final, and that's why it's just the one game. That's my thought process on it. Colin Hughes for a goal. He's been buzzing. He needs to pick it up. He can play. I love watching Torts lose his mind. Yeah, Jim, he certainly does from time to time do that. He has some things to say. England and Croatian fans have the best singing during. Yeah, real. I'm not a big soccer guy, but when I put on soccer and I see the crowds getting into it and singing along, and it is absolutely incredible the things that they can do. And it was Sanderson that put this one off the post, ringing the iron. So Sanderson coming very, very, very close. Very close. Almost tied this one up. So Forsberg is in the box. U.S. goes to the power play. Will they tie this up? Werenski putting it across. They are 0 for 1 tonight with the man advantage. Trying to come around, back to the line. Kreider to Eichel. Eichel taking a look. He's got Gensel in the slot. Kreider in front of the net. Eichel down to the point. Hughes is at the other point. Trying to go back door. Nope, they're going to pass this around. And that's going to come all the way down the ice. Werenski back to pick this one up. Now they're on the move. Here they come. 8.5 to go in period number 2. U.S. on the power play. Gensel in, trying to slide this one through. Sweden doing a nice job. Nylander here killing a penalty. Eichel now in the corner. Hedman looking to break that up with his long reach. U.S. in the corner, looking back to the line. Hughes to Eichel. Eichel shooting. That one goes wide. Hughes picking it up. He's taking a look just by the face-off dot. Hughes back to the point. Here's a one-timer by Werenski, and Kreider in front couldn't get that rebound. Hughes again, taking a look. Back to the point. Werenski, cross ice. Drops it back for Werenski. Playing give and go with Eichel on the far side. This floating camera is driving me nuts. It keeps floating through the screen. Going to be knocked off Werenski's stick. Hughes back to get it. Throws it over. Here's Werenski. Down low. Now they switch to the floating camera angle. Eichel with a one-timer. And a nice stop by Harrison. You're going with a 3-3 tie in overtime. That would be something, cartoons. We had the joy, we had fun, and U.S. on the run. We found they were too fast. Rio. Big time playing here. Jackson, what's going on? Welcome in. The U.S. has some mouth running to back up tonight. Yes, Jackson, indeed. Feel bad for the guys that play on Saturday. Jeff, not only do they play Saturday, a lot of the teams play double headers, Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be tough. Now, a lot of the guys on the beach, they're relaxing. But the guys that are playing in this tournament, especially the Canada-US, they're going to finish on Thursday night, probably going to have a little bit of a celebration. Here's a shot from the point deflected wide. Then rejoin their teams on Friday. My guess is have Friday off. And then back at it on Saturday. Here comes Sweden back in. Penalty has expired. Back to even strength 5-on-5 hockey. Down in the corner, trying to come out in front. Working it through. If you have not hit that thumbs up button yet, smash that thumbs up button for us. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. US going to dump this back in. They're going to go make some changes. Picked up. Here comes Sweden. Sweden on the move, hitting the red line. They're going to dump it in. Bruce, what's going on? Zelda, welcome in. Eichel is so overrated. Yeah, Bruce, I personally am not a big Eichel fan. He's got talent, but I don't think he's a superstar. Back around, flip. Sweden with a blast from the point. Lots of time, yes. Lots of time to go. Back to the line, over, across. They don't shoot. Now they do, and that one goes wide. A lot of blocked shots. Sweden keeping it in. Good pressure here. About 30 seconds or so of pressure. Rebound in front. Ottinger is down. Puck's going to come around behind. Sweden still with this one. Back to the line. Now about 40 seconds of ozone pressure. It's going to be picked up here in the corner by Slavin, and he's going to get this one out. Kyle Connor misses the pass. Holy moly, this is crazy. And who was it? It was, oh, hang on, this coming through. Eichel was Buffalo, right? And he was traded for, who was the swap? And the other name escapes me. For Tuck, Alex Tuck for Jack Eichel. That was the deal, if I recall. Here's a shot and a nice save here. Both guys were out with serious, serious injuries. And both did not want to return to their teams. And so they kind of swapped destinations. I think Eichel has had the better landing with Vegas. They've been doing okay. Hat trick for McDavid on Thursday. Wouldn't that be interesting? Mega, that's when the final game is. Final game is going to be Thursday. We will be here streaming on both platforms. We will have all your coverage, so hopefully you'll come back and hang out with us for the finals. And tell your friends, tell your hockey circles, this is the channel to be. Why not Friday? Because no game on Friday. Can they tie it up within 5 minutes? I hope so. Otherwise, eating rice. Yes, they certainly can. You think Marner has massive talent but is soft. I think Eichel is a good talent, but is also soft. Yeah, Marner. So Marner's definitely soft, no doubt. But I think with Marner's game, it's a mental game, and I don't know why. I think it's definitely a mental game. It makes me wonder if him being soft and not going in the corners is more of a strategy for longevity. If you look at wrestling, and I hate to use wrestling as an example, if you look at The Miz, I know there's a lot of wrestling fans in here. If you look at The Miz for a long time would not take a lot of high-risk moves, a lot of shots to the head, to the face. The Miz was very strategic in what moves he would do and wouldn't do. And that is what's helped his career and his longevity. I think part of Marner's strategy and his style of playing is thinking for he wants to get the most out of his career. He wants to make sure to play all the way through. He knows he's of smaller stature. So running guys in the corner, going in and being gritty is probably going to lead to more potential injuries. So playing the style he does, he's betting on himself for a long career. And I don't think you go into the NHL saying, I want to play 20 years. I think you got to play your game. The idea is to win. Yes, you want to make as much money as possible, but I think that's Marner's strategy is I want to play as long as I can and make the most money I can. And again, it's a business, so I understand that. I don't necessarily think it's right. I think he should be putting team first and playing to win, but I think he's playing for himself and betting on himself. And again, that's fine if that's what he's doing, but I don't think that's the way athletes should look at it. You're playing a game, you're getting paid millions of dollars, you're playing to win. And he needs to perform like it. Now he's having a great season, right? He's got 71 points. He's fourth in NHL scoring. You just wish you'd see the effort a little bit more at times. Is Mitch Marner paid the most as a Leaf player? He isn't the most on the Leafs, but he's in the top 4 for sure. So was Tucker, but he played in the corners. Tucker was just built differently, Sachem. Different time, different style of play for sure. I would take, here's a quick shot over the net. I would take a Darcy Tucker over a Mitch Marner almost any day of the year. Get traded to Montreal. Oh my goodness. Don't see that happening. That would be wild. So this coming around. U.S. over the red line. Going to dump this one in. Trying to chase it down. Working this one back through. Sweden carrying it up. 4.5 minutes to go. Sweden another shot, and that's going to go high and over the net. Holy smokes.
Well, here's the challenge now for the Americans. You're already short man, so here's another close call. Just a good stick there.
Unbelievable. Zibanejad is a scratch of, just a healthy scratch. He did not have an injury listed. I have a sneaking suspicion this was a Zibanejad was not playing great. There was no winning. There's nothing other than pride tonight's game, and Zibanejad just said, "I'm not playing." I bet you it was something along those lines. Jeff, I am from the Toronto area. Tucker over Marner, are you crazy? What Tucker did in the playoffs versus what Marner has done in the playoffs, there's a lot of difference there. If Marner shows me he could perform in the playoffs, I would change my mind. But right now, Marner has not done anything come playoff time. Tucker was a beast. Down in the corner, back to the line. Playoffs is when you need to be physical. Here Sweden comes again. Physicality leads to playoff wins, and right now Marner just doesn't have that. Down low in the corner, taking a look. But like I said, he's top 4 in league scoring right now. Marner's doing a whole lot, but it's great in the regular season. We need to see that in the playoffs. We needed to see that against the U.S. He didn't show up. We needed to see it again today in Finland. He didn't show up. He's been demoted to 4th line minutes. That shows you kind of where Marner is at right now. And I think a big part of it is confidence as well. You put Tucker in the place of Marner. Here they come, Sweden in over the line, going through, driving through. Seth, what's going on? Yeah, U.S. trying to tie this one up, but Sweden is playing good hockey right now. They have the U.S. U.S. is kind of chasing. This coming around down in the corner. Dahlin scrambling, taken away by Miller. Miller putting this one across. Here come the U.S. The lead pass, and that one goes wide, going to be tipped in the corner. Hedman putting it around Gensel. Back to Hedman. Hughes coming in there. Rat was trying to move this, and finally Swedes move it out again. 2:22 to go. But that's why we love these debates, right? That's why we're able to have these open debates and have these discussions, because everybody has different opinions, and I love it. This being cycled down around in the corner. Swedes trying to get this one out. U.S. is starting to up their forecheck right now. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. Holy, this USA sport. That's funny. Here they come. U.S. in over the line. Taking a look. Here's a blast and a nice stop. Holy smokes. In the corner, trying to dig this one free. And the Swedes going to work this one out. 1:36 to go. It's been all Swedes right now. U.S. trying to get back in this hockey game. Trying to tie this one up. Here they come with the puck. It's Werenski. If anybody can do it, Werenski can. He shoots. And a nice save. Big rebound, and they're going to clear. Swedes bringing this one out. Scoresburg bringing it in offside as Eriksson Ek just got it. Marner does have massive skill, but he's soft, and soft loses big games. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's wild. Marner thinks he's a hockey god, but guys don't blow their assignments in elimination games. Road Warrior, you're 100% correct. And I hate to think that way, because when you take a guy who's 4th in league scoring, who's, what is he, 2nd or 3rd in assists in the league, he's a great playmaker, but you got to do that all the way around. How am I not in the top 10 hours? Onyx. Off the draw. This is being bounced up. Sweden going to hang on, keeping this one in. Down low in the corner, trying to feather it across. It's not there. Now they play this all the way back. Sweden taking a look. Last minute to play. Just coming around side of the night. There's the voice of Paul Morris. Love Paul Morris. Unfortunately passed away. Back across. Here's a long shot. That one didn't miss by much. Swedes trying to keep it in, but the U.S. is able to clear all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call with 41.8 seconds left. And it's going to come all the way back. Czechs, world champs and junior champs. And I'll love to get them back in this tournament. I'm so excited for 2028 when we get to expand this tournament to 8 or more teams. And again, they're going to be looking at different host cities. So it might not be a North American city that hosts this tournament in a couple of years. The NHL is very excited about the possibility of this being held overseas. This all the way down. Swedes grabbing it. 33 seconds to go. They're going to bring this one up the middle, now over to the far side. Stepping into the zone, playing this one across. Nylander keeping this one in around behind the net. Sweden is going to take this game. Right now, they're putting themselves in a good position to do so. 15 seconds to go. Taking a look, Willie moving this one across. Nylander up over the line. Swedes coming in, back to Nylander, centering it, it's there. And that's hopping away, and the U.S. doing a nice job to remove that puck from the danger zone. Faber picking it up. The horn is going to go, and we are here now at the second intermission. Let's go over and break this one all down. Holy moly. 21 shots for Team USA, 18 for Sweden. The hits are 13-8, so the US ahead in the hit department. They're crushing them in the face-off, 17-12, which is about 62% according to this. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. 15 giveaways for the United States, 7 for Sweden. 15 giveaways in 2 periods is BR Oodle. Just brutal. No takeaways apiece and 8-7 in terms of the block shots. Crazy, crazy numbers. Here we are, 2-1 Sweden. You know, it's funny. When we watched the game, we were at 2-1 Canada going in, or 2-1 US against Canada going in to the third period. So now the roles are reversed here going into the third. Switzerland, my goodness, Sweden with that lead. No goals in the second period. Still holds Kreider from Werenski and Eichel, Nyquist from Carlson and Arvidsson, and Bratt from Nylander. You're only scoring. How do you get points? Leafs, simply by chatting and being part of it. You can check your points at any time by doing exclamation mark points in the chat. That will tell you exactly how many points you have earned. As a side note, yes, I did through my eyes. I saw earlier, crazy scene at the Toronto airport. Luckily, everybody walked away from it and was okay. Such a crazy, crazy job. We had a lot of friends that were flying out today, and all the flights, of course, everything was delayed. Now, everyone did eventually make their way out, but crazy, crazy moments. The weather here has been absolutely bonkers. It has not been normal weather. I mentioned earlier we had about 4.5 feet of snow over the couple days. It's been crazy here. Absolutely crazy. Saturday, a lot of snow coming in on Saturday. Sunday, thank goodness, all the hockey leagues had canceled their games because the boys were supposed to have games, and one of them was close by. The other one was fairly far. And so the leagues canceled all the games, and the snow was nuts. It took about 2.5 hours to kind of shovel out and just clear path towards the bottom of the driveway. More snow came in today. The winds were very, very high, which is unusual. And of course, we're expecting even more snow again tomorrow. So one thing I will say, a little PSA, if you're in the Toronto area and you have been affected by the snow and you're in a house, go take a walk around the side of your house. Make sure your vents are not blocked by the snow. You want to make sure that your hot water and your furnace vents are clear from the snow. Because if the snow blocks the vents, you could get carbon monoxide back up and all bad things happening. So make sure your vents are clear from the snow. But yeah, just crazy. All right, let me back up here to see lots of questions. He-Man's dad, what's going on? Welcome in. Let me scroll back. Okay. Let's see here. What did I miss? Doesn't look like I missed much. Heard about that. Yeah, Nick, it was crazy. Wow, I went to do some work. Came back, Sweden up 2-1. They certainly are. Sweden's playing decent hockey. Really decent hockey. Let's see. So just watch and scratch their heads and appreciate you. Okay, let's see here. Had a bad snowstorm last week. Yeah, Seth, it's kind of going around. It's been brutal. Yeah, way too much snow. Just a few injuries. Yep, just a few injuries for sure. Montreal's getting hit. I'm sure out east is going to get hit pretty badly as well. It's been absolutely no joke. So it's very, very lucky. I usually don't mind the snow, but I don't like getting a whole winter's worth in 3 days. So it's crazy. Talking about crazy, this game right now is bonkers. I'm so baffled that Sweden is up 2-1 right now. They had a very good first period, and even second period, 9 shots for Sweden, 8 shots for the US. So pretty even in that second period. Good puck movement. Swedes really doing a good puck movement, playing good defense. Right now, it's the US's game to have to get back in. Tennessee, we were freaking out over 4 inches. Yeah, but Jeff, you guys aren't really used to getting a whole lot, right? You get like an occasional dusting. So I get it. Be interested to see ice time for U.S. players. Yeah, let's take a look. You read my mind. I was just clicking into it. Let's go. Here is the ice time. We'll start for Sweden. Eriksson Ek is leading the forwards at 14:17. Kempe at 13:16. Nylander at 12 and a half. Don't think, no, I didn't see your message. Let me scroll back. I forgot to say, Sam, I got to meet Mitch Marner when he came down to Thunder Bay this past summer. He came down and played. Oh, no, and he was nice. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Leafs fan, because I was at a basketball game and Mitch Marner was there with Morgan Riley. It was last year. Morgan, who else were they with? It might have been Bunting. I don't remember who the other Leaf player was. And at halftime, when they all got up to leave, Morgan Riley was talking to everybody. Bunting was talking to everybody. And Mitch Marner had his hat on, and he kind of pulled it down real low and kind of just walked off, wouldn't talk to anybody. So I'm glad he was nice when he came out there. Let's see here. All right, let's keep going down these ice times. Nylander, so 12 and a half. Carlson, 11:17. Bratt at 11:14. Raymond, 10:49. And down from there. From the defensive side, Hedman is 14 and a half minutes. Forsling is almost 13 minutes. Dahlin is about 12:40. So if we look at the U.S., Jake Gunsel, 15 minutes of ice time right now. Eichel, 14:43. Hughes at 13:34. Nelson, 12:27. Kreider, 12:12. Miller at just under 11 minutes. Larkin at 10:30. Connor, 9.5. Boldy at 9.5. Trocheck at 8:55. And Brady Tkachuk only played 1 minute and 55 seconds. So 1:55. 5 shifts he had. And in those 5 shifts, he had 3 shots. 3 shots and 3 hits. How about that? For playing 1 minute and 55, he had 3 shots and 3 hits. That is absolutely crazy. He was probably mad or something or stressed. We'll never know. That's for sure. His defense, he might have been having a bad day when you saw him. That's true, Onyx. Very, very true. It is absolutely possible. On the defensive side, Werenski, 15:38. Faber at 14 minutes. Slavin at 13. Sanderson at 12. Fox, only 10 minutes for Fox. And Hannafin, 10 minutes as well. Werenski, I talk about how he's all over the place. 6 shots, 1 block, and a giveaway for Werenski in about 15 and a half minutes. Nick, what's going on? Avenge Canada. That's funny. Sweden comes on the ice. Sweden, assemble. Oh, that's funny. They're playing really, really well in considering the minutes. But now, we knew Matthew Tkachuk was out. Matthews was out. Charlie McAvoy was out. Hellebuck was out. And Brady Tkachuk now leaving. So both Tkachuk's out with some type of injury. Matthews out with some type of injury. Charlie McAvoy wasn't listed as some kind of injury, but this could be problematic. They do have a couple of days to rest, and we'll see if they come back in. I assume they will be back in. This is precautionary, I gotta believe. So they're actually just saying, hang on a second, let's bring this in.
Precautionary. There seems to be no doubt that he will play on Thursday, but they would rather play a man short tonight than put Matthews in the game. So, that is one of the things that's become the biggest storyline for the USA is what will their health be going into the final.
And the NHL, remember, resumes practices tomorrow as well, so it's a storyline that could endure into next week. We'll see how this all goes.
All right, so what they were saying is McAvoy, potential concussion. So potential concussion issues for McAvoy. He's out for precautionary. Interesting. So that is not good news. And of course, both Tkachuks with injuries, upper and lower body. So the good news is Matthews seems to be all but set to return on Thursday in the final. We don't know about the others. Very, very, very interesting. I think most US are just resting. This game means that, yeah, even that's what I thought at first. But when you hear them start talking about some of these potential injuries, you'd hate to see it. And of course, you heard him say the NHL team's practices start up again tomorrow. So I don't know. Do these players have to fly back to their teams to practice kind of tomorrow and Wednesday and then fly back to Boston on Thursday? So that I'd like to get clarification on because they do have 2 days off. So do they go back to their regular teams and then reconvene? I can't imagine they're just going to sit and wait for a couple of days doing nothing. You guys are too nice. Oh, Leafs. No, we're glad to have you here. That's what this community is all about. We're here to talk hockey, have some fun, and this has been a fun game to watch. You know, it doesn't have the intensity that we saw in the last time, but Sweden is making it interesting. They do not want to go home with all 3 losses. They want to pull out a W. And it's just going to show this is a real good thing that Canada won in regulation earlier today. Could you imagine if Canada, because they gave up a couple there late, if Finland would have tied it, sent it to overtime, and then Canada won in OT, and we'd be sitting here watching this game with Sweden up 2-1 right now, we'd be freaking out. We would be absolutely going nuts. With 20 minutes left to play, Sweden would have had a chance to knock out Canada. Thank goodness that is not indeed the case. That would make sense considering the U.S. would get that microwave burrito weather. Like the microwave burrito weather. That's really funny. Yes, they were, Aaron, and looking for revenge this week. It's going to be a great final. It is going to be absolutely crazy. And again, hopefully all those players are healthy. Hopefully they're all okay. Even if they don't play, hopefully they're not hurt where they can't partake in the regular NHL games on the weekend. Alexis, how's it going? Welcome in. And it makes for an interesting conversation, right? Because let's just say, for argument's sake, the Kachucks are still banged up and they have to make that decision. Now, is there conversations with their hockey teams? Like Brady crashing into the goalpost clearly was in some discomfort from his side. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it was a bruised rib or something like that. Do they have to reach out to the Senators and say, medically, here's the situation. He said he's good to go. Do you want to let him play or do you want to pull him out? Like, how much do the NHL clubs have to say when an injury is part of it? James, what's going on? Welcome in. I see Canada showed up just barely, James. They showed up for about 55 minutes. And then, my goodness, Finland made it close. Real close. So that's going to be something to watch. And I don't know if anybody here knows the answer. Here's a quick interview. Let's listen in.
Your country in this game here tonight.
Yeah, really cool, really special. Certainly mean a lot more if we win.
It's Chris Kreider.
Said, I mean, I understand you want to play the right way, but we've seen some injuries. Brady Tkachuk left the game. How do you guys approach the final 20 minutes here?
Do what we've been doing all tournament long. Got away from a little bit last period and a half or so, just getting pucks behind them. More north, south, west, east, west.
Chris, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
All right, Chris Kreider. Very typical interview there. Leafs getting all those points. Excuse me, pardon me. With the NHL team doctor, also check him out. Yeah, Nick, I gotta believe, it's an interesting situation because this is an NHL sanctioned tournament, right? It's not like they're going overseas and they're playing for Hockey Canada or Hockey USA. Like, this is an NHL tournament. So I'd like to believe that the teams would have some kind of input. If the Florida Panthers say, hey, we're in a massive battle for the Atlantic Division title here. We need Matthew to rest up and be healthy. We can't chance an injury. We don't want him to play. Like, do they have that kind of power? And then if they were to pull him, how does that impact the player? Does the player then have some resentment? If Toronto says, hey, we don't want Austin Matthews to play, and Ottawa does the same and Florida does the same, and then USA loses and Canada wins, are those players then going to resent their teams for not letting them compete and feel a burden that they lost because they weren't able to contribute? Like, this is that mental side of the game that as fans we don't really think about all that much, especially with the trade deadline coming up. There's going to be a lot of thought about guys having to move cities, and there's always that one player who gets traded twice and he's got to bounce around. But it's going to be interesting. Yeah, cottaging. Matthews will definitely be back. They think he's going to be back. But in regards to the Kachucks, like, if they can't go, how much input do the NHL clubs have? It would be that would be something. And these players, they all want to win. The pride is real. And if they can't go, like we know Makar was just out with an illness. So whether it was a flu bug or something, he was just out with an illness. It wasn't an injury. And he deemed that he was good enough to to come back and play. But again, Kel Makar, Colorado is hanging on to a wild card spot, right? Colorado is in the thick of it, battling it out. If Makar had some kind of injury, I'd like to think that Colorado would be able to say, like, yeah, we don't want him to play. Sorry, Canada, but we need him for the regular season. I would love to know what that conversation is. It's pretty interesting. And as these clubs, you don't want to see your guy get down. We already saw Theodore go down with an apparent wrist injury, who's going to be out week to week. Vegas wasn't happy with that at all. All right, so we're just about to strike 0 on the clock. Third period is coming up, and we're going to jump back in this. The question is, will the U.S. tie this up, and how quickly will they do it, or will Sweden continue to push and extend their lead to win their first game of this tournament? We are 20 minutes away from seeing how this one all comes to an end. I'm super excited. Hope you are too. Let's get set. Period number 3. By the way, we are still 11 subscribers away. If you haven't hit that subscribe, smash that subscribe button for us. Nick coming in with the super chat, $2.79. Avenge Canada, Sweden. Thank you, Nick, so much for hitting that super chat button. We appreciate it. Stick taps in the chat for Nick. That's how we celebrate here. Get those stick taps going. All right, here we go. Back at it. Off the draw, going to be dumped into the corner. U.S. trying to jump. Sweden trying to hold this in. The USA chance coming around. Eichel driving. He's going to shoot off the post. Rebound is there. U.S. trying to put it through. They cannot do it. Oh, my goodness. That was super close. Back to the line. Slavin shot is knocked down. This coming through the Gunsel side of the net, kicking it out to Eichel. Eichel shooting. That one is knocked down. Sweden going to play it back towards the front of the net, trying to kick this one out. U.S. doing a good job to try and steal it back. They cannot. Again, thank you so much for the super chat. U.S. bringing it in, putting this one around side. Down to the line. U.S. working. They're storming right now. They're flooding. Fox putting it across. Here's a long shot. It's blocked. Carlson going to the corner. Miller can't get it. Holy moly. Raymond going to take a cross check from behind. I think this is going to be Fox going to the box. So U.S. was jumping on it, and a penalty is going to take the wind out of their sails a little bit here. They almost got one right off the hop as Eichel just misses. A nice little play as Forsling was hanging on to, and Eichel just hits the bottom of the post. So you know what? This is an interesting call because I think the Swedish player was kind of going down on his own. Lucas Raymond was kind of falling down as Fox was getting in there. So I don't like this. This is not a good call. The U.S. should not have a penalty here. I got to side with the Americans. Bad call on the official. Eula, what's going on? Welcome in. So Sweden on the power play. U.S. still 100% on the penalty kill. Raymond, Bratt, Lindholm, Nylander, Carlson, your attackers for Team Sweden. Miller in the corner. Sweden going to steal it back, playing this one around. Setting it up back to the line. Carlson trying to play this across. It's going to come out. Raymond going to play this one back. They're going to set it up. Fox in the box. Sweden turning around. Now going to move this up. Nylander playing it Ed. Nylander cutting through the middle. Tries to feed it back. Trocheck steals. He's going to send this all the way down. JT Miller needs to put them to sleep. Here comes Hedman. Going to turn, dropping this one back. This is a great chance for Team Sweden. U.S. being a little aggressive here on the penalty kill, just trying to get this one out. They turn it over to the line in the high slot. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. Pettersson trying to get in here and get it. He can't, and the U.S. is going to clear all the way down. Yeah, Nick, that was a bad call. That was a bad call for sure. Hedman going to carry this one up. Long pass across. Tipped into the zone. Going in here, trying to get it is Forsberg. Forsberg, very quiet. Not really done much at all. Kept in by Petey. Pettersson to Forsberg. Forsberg getting pushed into the boards. Pettersson coming over. He's going to rip it down to the point to Hedman. Hedman putting this one back up. Here's a shot that's going to sail over the net. Sweden trying to pick it up. 22 seconds to go to the faceoff dot. Here's a chip shot right in front. Puck is loose. And now Ottinger finds it. He's going to hang on to it. Wow. 17:06 to go. 17 seconds left to go in the power play. Couple of nice shots here. But again, putting the puck just wide. Not able to hang on to it. Again, thanks for everybody who's following along with us on Twitch as well. Appreciate you watching. If you're not following, hit that follow button. We'll be live for the final game of the tournament Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Canada versus the United States. This sent all the way down the ice. 10 seconds to go. Sweden going to get one last rush. Here comes Carlson. Going to bring this one in. He's going to elect to dump it in. Down on the side, that's going to do it. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5 even strength. The U.S. still remains perfect on the penalty kill. Here comes Faber bringing it in. Trying to feed this one over. Back to the line. Here's a long shot. That one, I think, hit the post. Here's another post. You heard that ring. Wow, that was a loud one. This flipped all the way down. Sweden making some changes. U.S. going to bring this one up and over. Dumping it in. This coming out. Sweden trying to track it down. Here they come again. U.S. in, side of the net with a sharp angle shot. Not going to score from there. Up to Arvidsson. Look out. Had to spin away from a hit. 2-on-2. Sweden crisscrossing. Dropping. Here's a shot. Ottinger looking for it. It was deflected into the corner. Nice job by Eriksson Ek. He's working hard in there. Eriksson Ek trying to pull this one across. Every time it hits the post, my booty clenches. Nick. Here's another shot. That one goes through. Taking a look. This one flipped to the line. Kept in. Cross ice pass. Down in the corner. Back to Arvidsson. He takes a shot wide of the net. 83 miles an hour. Couldn't grab the rebound. Rasmus Andersson was in there, but he couldn't get it. 40 seconds of pressure. Here's Andersson again. Another shot. Rebound for Arvidsson. Great save by Ottinger. It's behind him. It's free. Pettersson, not Pettersson. Eriksson Ek couldn't put it in. Passing it back, and it's going to hop over Rasmus Andersson's stick. He's got to back up and go get it. Here comes Sweden again. What pressure. Unbelievable. They've been giving it to the U.S. big time. Here comes the U.S. Working it up near side is Jake Gensel. Going to flip this one in. It's going to come all the way back. U.S. has to backtrack. Bringing this one all the way back around. Holy moly. Here's a quick shot, and that's going to go up and out of play.
I'll take a breath here as one chance earlier on.
Good pacing so far. Sweden, though, hanging on. Playing very, very well.
One shot that gets the rebound there. You can see an extra second for Arvidsson as he tried to turn his body, get the backhander.
Let's see
up,
here.
Really good effort there by Ottinger to slide
Looking
across.
for a particular
That slide, Chris,
stat.
left him vulnerable, but he got help from his defense behind him to tie up the potential rebound chance.
Larkin comes on with
Off the draw.
Kyle Connor. They played together in Michigan, along with Zach Werenski. And now it's Adrian Kempe, jolted there by Faber. Mike Sullivan was telling us
There
about
we
the
go.
game. Faber reminds him
So going into this game, Sidney Crosby
not in the
with
lineup
5 points, leading everybody in points, but Jake Gensel with 4 is right there.
Charlie played one heck of a game on Saturday. Just a real difference.
Werenski, he's getting the job done. He's on that leaderboard as well with 4 points.
Nelson starts back. He drops it
Here
off.
they come. Connor bringing this one in. Connor taking a look, shooting. Nice blocker save.
Punched that off
This down in the corner.
behind the net, intended for Connor.
Trying to feed this one through.
Intercepted by Hitman.
Wouldn't it be something if Sidney Crosby can win the points race?
Through center.
Dipsy do walking in. There's a big hit. And a bucket goes flying. The Sweden player's helmet goes flying almost all the way to the goal line. U.S. going to work this one all the way back in. 13 minutes to go. Side of the net digging at it, trying to bring this one free. Boldy is there. Comes to Kreider in for Eichel, and his shot goes wide. Boldy gets dumped in front of the net. And Swede's going to clear this out. Nylander couldn't get it. And U.S. brings it back in offside. Todd, what's going on?
Well, Leo Carlson got our attention.
Unbelievable. Big hit as Eichel. Big hit against Carlson, and they're going to go do commercial break. Going into this one, let's see, Werenski got 5 assists. So it isn't updated. So Werenski and Crosby tied for the point lead in this tournament right now. Nathan McKinnon, Mikael Granlund, and Jake Gensel all with 3 goals to lead the league with goals. Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, and Connor McDavid with 2 just behind them. However, it is Jacob Slavin at a +5. That is absolutely awesome. Faber is a +4. Nathan McKinnon is a +4. You got JT Miller, Lucas Raymond, and Matt Boldy all at +3s. So interesting to see. Of course, this is going into tonight's games. So again, Crosby and Werenski tied for the lead in tournament points. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. That gives us 10 subs away. We are 10 subscribers away from 25,300. So thanks to you all so much. Let's see if we can get there. If you haven't hit that subscribe, keep it going. And thank you very much. Same if you're over on Twitch, hit that follow for us. So it's going to be interesting to see, will Crosby or Werenski, who's going to come out on top of the points battle? Brandon, what's going on? I'm out east. Things are getting hit pretty bad right now. Brandon, yeah, it came through us. It's going over to you now. Stay safe and be careful on those roads. I've been subscribed. Sam, you know me. Yeah, of course, Vi, of course. Thank you for hitting that button. Excuse me, I appreciate it so very, very much. We're going to have tomorrow off. We're going to get our everything built and ready to go for Thursday. We'll probably drop a little preview and prediction video just like we did last time these two teams met. And then Wednesday night, we're going to be doing something fun as a family. Since we spent family day here with you, we're going to make up for it with a fun family night on Wednesday. But we'll be back on Thursday. Lots to do, but we'll get some videos dropping in the meantime. So make sure you have your notifications on so when those videos drop, you can see them and hit a like and drop a comment, because we do appreciate all your comments. I respond to every single comment. So if we post a video or if you comment on a live stream after we go off the air, I will respond to you. So, like when this game is over and we close it out, if you want to leave your feedback, you'll hear from me. Here's a quick shot, going to be knocked down. 12 and a half to go. U.S. running around, trying desperately to score. Hughes with a shot, and there's a big shot block. That one stung for sure as Nyquist stepped in the way, and he's limping to the bench. Nyquist is going right off. He's hobbling. Arvidsson trying to chip this one down. Can't do it. David, what's going on? This is going to be played back. Sweden with it. Look out. U.S. coming up. There's a big trip. No call. U.S. busting in. U.S. going to the net. And a nice save. Another nice save. And Gensel's going to take a shot to the face. And the Sweden player, Carlson, is doing this, saying, come on. So Gensel takes one. But how on earth do you not call the trip in the neutral zone? The officials have been horrible tonight. So high sticking is the call. And this shot went off the ankle. Off the inside ankle of Nyquist. That hurts for sure. So Carlson definitely gets the hands up, the cross check. You know what? Upon review on this angle, he got him in the gloves. He cross-checked him in the gloves, and Carlson is saying he did this to push the stick up. So a bad call on Sweden, a couple missed calls on the USA. Very interesting. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. 8 subs away now. Yeah, Nick, some suspicious ones for sure. So the U.S. on the power play. Here's Werenski putting this one across for Gensel with a shot. That one doesn't go through. Eichel picking it up. He's going to cycle this one around. Eichel taking a look. Eichel digging in the corner. Gensel going to help by feeding it out. Back to the line for Werenski, putting it across. He bobbles it, and the Swedes going to knock this one out and down the ice. They're going to switch up. We have a chance. There's always a chance. Eichel coming down low. Back to Eichel. Eichel waiting, feeding it back to Werenski. Werenski to Eichel. Eichel shooting. Ooh, that one didn't miss by much. Here comes Bratt, shorthanded, 2-on-1 shorthanded, going to the net, Bratt. Oh, and where's the penalty there? Jack Eichel with a great defensive play, but he trips Jesper Bratt right in front of the official. No call. That was ridiculous. I mean, it was a great comeback, great speed, but you trip the player right in front of the official. No call. Wow. If everyone is healthy, if Kachuk brothers are out, USA still takes it 2-1. Hellebuck will go all out. Hellebuck is a difference maker, Void, but right now, the referees are helping the U.S. big time. Here's a long pass across, shooting and a nice save. Going in the corner. Swede's going to get this to the line, not out. Fox keeps this one in. Anderson picking it up. He's going to get it again. This time it is clearly out of the zone. They put it back in, and the U.S. coming right back. Anderson can't clear. 2-on-1 over to Boldy, and a nice quick stick knocks that one away. 10 seconds to go. Connor bringing this one in. Connor in the slot to the face-off dot. He shoots. Nice save. Rebound. And Sweden's going to go off the boards. That's going to kill it. Power play has expired. Peter, what's going on? Peter, next year will be an Olympic year. Come on, Sam, really? What am I reallying? The officials? Yeah, I mean, that was bad. And there, Nyquist has gone to the locker room. So Nyquist has gone to the locker room. So Swedes lose one of their better players. Ralph, how's it going? Welcome in. Super Hockey. Hi to all fans. Great to see you, Ralph. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. Down around in the corner. Sweden playing it. We're under 9.5. Here's a shot in the slot. That one gets knocked down. Here they come. USA 3-on-2. Great back check by Sweden. Hughes shooting, trying to go 5-hole. And Ersson making a nice stop, hanging on to that one. Holy smokes. Good hockey pace. It's picking up, that's for sure. 7 shots for USA, 3 for Sweden. Holy smokes. Get us to the north. What's going on? One day they'll be back in this tournament. Again, welcome in. If for those that are just joining us, welcome in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're looking for 8 more subscribers tonight. Just 8 to get us to 25,300. We'll be back on Thursday night for the grand finale. And I hope you'll join us because that one's going to be off the chart crazy, just like the last game was. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Not in this series, Benjamin, but I'm really hoping 2028 they'll be back. I really hope that's the case. Yes, Ralph, we'll be doing it on Thursday. We will be kicking it on Thursday. We're going to be having a lot of fun. And I got some surprises up my sleeve. I got some surprises. I can't say what they are now. I can't. I want to, but I can't. But we're going to have some surprises. I'm really bad at holding in surprises too, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's something might slip in the next 9 minutes, but I'm going to try really hard not to. I think the game Thursday will be one of the best hockey games ever. Onyx, that's what I'm thinking as well. I was talking to Grandma about how fast and strong the players are nowadays from the advances of trade. Oh, Nick, it's next level. It is absolutely crazy. He has the game script. That's the surprise. That's right. We got it right here. Right here in the notebook. We have the script. We know what's going on. Do you want to know who's going to score first? You want to know who scores first in the Canada-US game? No, I can't tell you. Excuse me. Hopefully they pull a miracle on ice. It's going to be wild. It is going to be such an incredible game on Thursday. Cannot wait. The script. Please tell us what's going to happen on Thursday. There's going to be a fight, a mascot fight. I don't know who the Canada mascot is. A giant maple leaf is going to get into it with a giant star with stripes on it. And they're going to battle it out. Oh my goodness. Just kidding. But that would be really, really funny. No, it's going to be good. And I hope it's going to be special. I hope we're going to have some celebrities in the crowd. Hope this is going to be a big deal. And Rasmus Andersson right now sitting on the bench has a bag of ice on his hand. He has 4 blocks tonight. He's putting his body on the line. All right, back at it. Coaches fighting. That's right, Nick. The coaches are going to go at it. Keith Tkachuk is going to be a special coach. He's going to go at it. Swedes bringing this back into the United States zone. They are up by a goal. It's 2-1. Just under 9 minutes to go. Aaron, what's going on? Kind of glad U.S. is losing right now. We'll see. Still lots of time left on the clock. 8:45 to go. Sweden coming in with the forecheck, pushing things around. Red Wings are good to draft. Yes, Red Wings are making a good run right now. First Canada goal will be John Cooper. Bringing this one around. It's going to be Stone from McDavid. Here's a shot and a nice glove save. I can just imagine the Keith Tkachuk hopping the glass. Your mascots are a bald eagle and a Canadian goose. There you go, Justin. That's right, the Canadian goose and the bald eagle going at it as the wild moose watches, waiting for the tag to get in. Oh my goodness. Can we please see? Oh, we'll see, Vi. We'll see. 8.5 to go. U.S. setting it up. This is going off the rails. Miller versus Lindholm. Off the draw, Lindholm is going to win this one. Sweden going to bank it off the boards. They can't get it out. Good job pinching this one in. Sweden steals are going to try the other side, bringing it around. Look out. Here comes a hit. They're able to move the puck out. Canadian Goose are found. That's true. If you get too close, they will go off on you. They will start honking at you. They can be pretty violent. 8:10 to go. We definitely don't want the Thunder chicken. The Thunder, or the chicken from Family Guy that always fights with Peter Griffin. Off the draw, it's a bit of a scramble, comes to the line. U.S. keeps this one in, down in the corner. J.T. Miller there, going to put it around the boards. This coming out, look out, it's right in front. A nice little save, got a piece. Hughes throwing it across the middle. J.T. Miller back with it, bringing it over to Hughes. Hughes cycling it back. U.S. trying to keep this one in. Here's a blast. 98 miles an hour from Miller. U.S. starting to bring up the pressure. They're all over. Down around behind the net. Gunsel putting it over to Hughes. He can't get it. Sweden's going to chip this one out. There's some interference, but again, goes undetected. U.S. going to bring this right back in, feeding it through, trying to put it in the slot. Nice quick stick by Sweden. They're going to pick up the puck. Swede's going to get this one out to center ice. What just happened to this camera angle? Can you go back to the far shot? Thank you. Bringing this one around. Beavers will be in the penalty box. That's right, they'll be gnawing at the sticks. Although they'll realize they're not wood anymore. Here's a long pass. This coming all the way down. U.S. back with it. Faber, he's going to spin away from his hit coming in. Look to work this up far side. Good night, Munchie. What's going on? Long pass. Sweden going to intercept. Nylander trying to knock this one down. Willie playing it back. Under 7 minutes to go. Leafs, I do watch Cobra Kai, but no spoilers because I haven't finished this next set of episodes. I've only watched the first couple. Down in, Nylander. He's going to send it around. Back to the line. Putting it across. U.S. is going to steal. It's a break. U.S. Gunsel shooting. Oh, he missed. What a chance for... What a chance. It wasn't Gunsel. Excuse me, my bad. It was Nelson. Nelson in there. Holy smokes. Don't get me started on Cobra Kai. Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers. This coming back the other way. U.S. bringing it right back. Eichel in there. Spencer, what's going on? Back to the line to Fox. He's going to put it across. Fox gets it back. He shoots. This is knocked down. Comes right back to Fox. Another shot. That one gets deflected. Side of the net in front. And Sweden is going to carry this one away. They're going to try and chuck this one out. It comes to the line. Not out. Now they intercept. Here they come. Forsling bringing it down to Arvidsson in front. He shoots. Oh, just puts it wide. This is incredible. U.S. is coming. We're going end to end. Welcome in. And it's an offside call. 5:39 to go. End to end. This is incredible. They're going to go to commercial break. For those that are just joining us, welcome to the party. What a game this has been. It's been a little bit of a shocker. Brady Tkachuk left the game with an injury after crashing into the goalpost. Matthew Tkachuk did not play today. Matthews did not play today. Hellebuck did not play today. This has been a wild one. Right now, Canadians are saying, thank goodness Canada won in regulation earlier today. Because this would have been, we would be on the edge of our seats. We would be going bananas if that was not the case. If you're new, if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. My name is Sam. We love our hockey. We are calling every game of this tournament. We are also doing a whole bunch of NHL hockey down the stretch. So if you're a hockey fan, you've found us at the right place. Hit that subscribe. We need 8 subscribers. Well, we don't need. We'd like 8 subscribers to finish the night to get over 25,300. So if you consider subscribing, that would help us out tremendously. So thank you all so much. Hellebuck is not injured. He's just listed as scratched. So he's just getting the rest. The others all have ailments. I heard there's a new Karate Kid. Yes, Jackie Chan. Not with Jaden Smith. So it's not with Jaden Smith. It is with a new kid. I forget his name. But yes, Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan are going to be starring in that one. Holy smokes. Yeah, Hellebuck is good to go. I'm the new Karate Kid. Onyx, listen, I did study karate for a number of years, but right now I don't think I could lift my leg high enough to perform any of those kicks without pulling something. Lots of players getting hurt. Yeah, good night, Munchie. Lot of bumps and bruises, definitely. Mr. Snow, how's it going? Canada is in the finals. Yes, Canada is in the finals. Their win in regulation earlier today secured that matchup. Because they beat Sweden in game 1, Canada gets to move on, and that is huge. Very, very big. Sam Crane kick. Yeah, Dallas. Oh, that would not go over well. All right, so we are getting down to the wire here. Just about 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. This is going to be huge, and boy, oh boy, we're going to get some rest, and then a big game coming up later this week on Thursday.
Big final, Chris.
Back from commercial break. Let's go. Off the draw. Sweden turning it over. And they steal it right back. They're going to bring this one back in their own zone. Taking a look, long pass up, tipped into the U.S. zone. The USA chants are breaking out again. Carlson coming in on the forecheck. Faber is going to play it up. Refs are saying no icing call. And that's taken away by Hughes. Hughes in the corner. Sweden comes back, recovers. Ekholm with the puck now. Ekholm going to carry this to the red line. He's going to dump it in, and they're going to go switch up. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go here in period number 3. Sweden with a 2-1 lead. 30 shots for the U.S., 20 for Sweden. Sweden only 3 shots in this period. U.S. has 9. Dahlin trying to play this one ahead. He does. He gets it out. U.S. backing it up in their own zone. Starting to regroup. They're switching some players as well. Fox going to dump this one in. Going around behind. Trying to pick this one up is Chris Kreider. Pinned there along the boards. Werenski is there as well. Both digging at it. Rasmus Anderson was pinching it along the boards. Swede's going to carry it out almost in front of their own net. They flip it to the line, but it's knocked down by Werenski. Finally, Sweden is going to play this one up, and Kempe is going to send it the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing call as Fox goes back to pick it up. I know karate, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, and Onyx, do you actually study martial arts? Thank you so much for hitting those subscribes. We are 6 subscribers away. Unbelievable. 6, almost on one hand. 6 subscribers. Click that button. Well, not this button, but the one down below. Off the draw, U.S. winning this one. Back to the line. They bring it across for Kyle Connor with a shot, and that's going to be deflected. Sweden is going to get this one out. Holy moly. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. Swede's going to steal it. Here they come, up and over the line. Bringing this one in. Here's a shot by Forsberg. Big rebound. He tries to come in. A shot, a rebound, another shot. Great saves by Ottinger. Holy moly. Ottinger outstanding holding this one together. Good reflexes there. Arvidsson back to Forsberg. Forsberg tried to put it on the blade of his stick. He was going to go for a reverse Michigan there. And it just had it knocked off. Wow, creativity. This being dumped back in the corner. Forsberg picking it up. He's going to send it around to Arvidsson. Arvidsson taking a look. Digging this one. This is going to come back around the other side. U.S. going to move it up. 3:20 to go. Sweden with possession of the puck. They can't pull him yet because U.S. doesn't have any good possession. Swede's going to throw this one down. They turn it over. U.S. going to bring it in. Now they could. Swede's going to try to work it out. U.S. has possession. Don't go for Michigan with Torts on the bench. Right, he might jump in. Pass coming in front. Hughes is going to get spun around. They're going to play this over. Nylander is sending it down. They can't get it out. Swede's bobbling it. Now they clear it out. They're going to bring this down. 2:45 to go. Nylander with the puck. BP, what's going on? I wish I could, BP. I wish I could. This being played out. And here comes Hughes. Hughes putting it in. Cross ice pass for Gensel. Gensel with a shot right on. And that's going to be grabbed and held, and Sweden is going to play it. They're not going to cover it. They're going to play this one ahead. Swede's going to flip this one up, and they're going to go make some changes. U.S. going to turn and come fast back into the zone. A nice little hop, skip, and a jump there to jump away from the hit was Brock Faber. But the Swedes going to move this one out, and the U.S. has to back it all the way up. Charlie, how's it going? Can't wait for Thursday. Dump down, Sweden going to go, play it around behind their own net. Anderson couldn't get it. Swede's going to move this one up. They get it out of their own zone, and it's going to hop up and at a play. So with 2:01 to go, 2:01 to go, we are getting a stoppage. Thank you for that subscribe. That means we're one hand, 5 away, 5 subs away. Thank you all so much. Chuck, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy smokes. Arvidsson with a nice move going between the legs. Forsberg tried to scoop it on the blade of his stick to do a little reverse Michigan. 4 subs away. Thank you for hitting that button. Welcome Twitch, everybody on Twitch as well. Thank you for hitting those follows. 2 minutes to go. We will be here Thursday night. So make sure you have your notifications on. You will find us here Thursday night. This coming around at the side. Played back to the line. Dumped in. Sweden trying to clear this one out. They can't do it. This coming around. Back to the line. All right, we're back to 5. Hughes looking, feeding it back. U.S. is setting it up. It's an empty net. They've pulled their goalie. In front of the net, trying to jam. Sweden looking to clear. They're going to bank this. They can't get it out. It comes to the line. Over to Hughes. Hughes shooting. Deflection right on. Rebound is there. Back to Hughes. Hughes shoots. And that's going to go wide and out of play. 1:22 to go. Holy smokes. Great playing here by Sweden. The U.S. is shooting, but the goaltender has been solid. Ersson has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. All right, thank you for that sub. 4 away, 4 subscribers away. 1:22 to go. 2-1. Sweden is hanging on. All I keep saying is thank goodness, and a timeout called by the U.S. Thank goodness Canada won in regulation, because if they would have went to overtime and Sweden would be now up 2-1 in regulation, oh, I wouldn't be able to take it. I wouldn't be able to. Holy smokes. But this game is incredible. Sweden looking for their first win of the tournament, looking to upset the United States at home. Absolutely crazy. What a game. What a hockey game. U.S. throwing everything at the net. Sweden is just finding a way. Ersson won bronze medal with Sweden at the 2024 Worlds. Ersson is playing wonderfully here today. If you're a Philadelphia Flyer fan, you must be happy with this performance. There it is, 3 subs away. 3 subscribers away. Who's going to put us over? Who's going to put us over the top? Smash that subscribe. Doing it at home in front of the Boston crowd. I got to tell you, though, this Boston crowd, they don't hold a candle to the crowd in Montreal. Not nearly as loud. Eichel against Eriksson Ek. Off the draw, Eriksson Ek is going to win this one. Sweden playing it behind the net. JT Miller steals. Back to the line, Werenski to Eichel. Eichel coming in, shooting. Ersson is down. Puck comes free. Picked up. They shoot for the empty net. Oh, and they just miss. 1:08 to go. There it is. 99 on the board. 25,300. Thank you all so much. Great job. Great job. Keep it going. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribes. Wow. Appreciate that so very, very much. Oh, cottaging, I know, I appreciate that. It's been a wonderful year of growth. Last year into this year. Now we got to keep it growing. Playing it down. Last minute. Putting this one across. Down in front, Sweden. Nylander can't clear. Back to the line. 48 seconds to go. To Hughes. Hughes is looking. Brian with that subscribe. Hughes to the line. Werenski shooting. Side of the net. Ersson across. U.S. is digging. It's free. Hughes, he can't shoot. Sweden picks it up with 35 seconds to go. They're going to bring this down. A shot for the empty net is deflected, and that's going to go out of play with 29.6 seconds to go. Unbelievable. Jesper Bratt saw it. What an opportunity, and has it taken away. This is incredible. What a finish. Jesper Bratt with some wonderful moves. I think Ersson has to be the player of the game. He has been remarkable. 11 shots for the U.S. in this period. 6 for Sweden. Off the draw, Hedman gets this puck. 25 seconds to go. He's going to lob this one down in the corner. The goaltender had to come back in the net. Ottinger is there. Now Ottinger's going to head to the bench. 17 seconds to go. Pass is coming in for JT Miller. Threads the needle, looking for the tip in front. It misses. U.S. still in here. 10 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go. To the line. A shot. Ersson is down. It's bobbling. Gensel is whacking at it. U.S. is going to shoot, and this game is over. A shot at the buzzer, and this one is over. Sweden upsets the United States of America 2-1. Unbelievable. Sweden gets their first win of the tournament. The U.S. gets embarrassed at home in front of the home crowd. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see who the stars of the game are going to be. Your goal scorers. They are Chris Kreider with the only American goal from Werenski and Eichel. Nyquist from Carlson and Arvidsson, and Jesper Bratt from William Nylander. Unbelievable. That is just wild. Let's see what the call is going to be. This was incredible. What a hockey game. Let's see who the 3 stars are going to be.
3 stars, along with the Four Nations Face-Off Player of the Game. The 3rd star from the United States, number 8, Zach Werenski.
Zach Werenski, absolutely. Absolutely, he was awesome.
The 2nd star from Sweden, number 30, Samuel Ersson.
Samuel Ersson, the 2nd star. Interesting.
And now, here to present the Four Nations Face-Off Player of the Game, please welcome former NHL player and current head coach at Boston University, Jay Pandolfo.
Jay Pandolfo. How many people remember Jay Pandolfo?
The 1st star and the Four Nations Face-Off Player of the Game from Sweden, number 63, Jesper Bratt.
Jesper Bratt gets the game winner, so he is the player of the game. I would have reversed that. I would have had him as 2nd. Ersson was absolutely incredible, but this game is done. The tournament is practically over. Thursday night, the final, Canada versus the United States. Will the U.S. get the W, or will Canada get their revenge? We'll be here Thursday night, 8 o'clock. I really hope you will be back here with us and join us. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching along. Again, if you missed it, Kreider, Nyquist, and Bratt, your 3 goal scorers. Let's run through these stats really, really quickly. 32 shots for the U.S., 23 for Sweden. U.S. 56.8% in the face-off circle, 43.2 for Sweden. Neither team scored a power play goal, both 0 for 3. 20 hits for the U.S., 16 for Sweden. 16 block shots for Sweden, 11 for the U.S. The U.S. absolutely dominated this hockey game statistically, but they could not score. Sweden was able to put 2 past Ottinger, and that was enough to take it home. Thanks to you all so much for all the support tonight on YouTube and Twitch. This was a lot of fun. We'll see you Thursday. Stay tuned for our preview prediction video coming out over the next couple of days because we'll want to see your comments. Until then, have a great night. Stay safe for those impacted by the weather. We'll see you very soon. Take care, everybody, and good night.